say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony Love, in his house for Shizzle. And so we're about to get started here today. Let me go ahead on and get my cameras queued up. Got my lights on, man. One-man operation. So bear with your brother, while I get myself I got to take this dual thing down, man, because I don't have enough views on the horizontal. I got way more on the vertical, but rightfully so, because everybody on their cell phones, So let me go ahead and pull myself up over here and things. And all right, so I'm there on there. And what about on the vertical? All right, where am I? Okay, I'm on the horizontal. I'm on the vertical. Yep, there I am. All right, and one more. There I go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So yeah, so that way you see my cap and everything. What is going on? Looks like we have Coconuts of Rio in the house and Black Guy 9 as well. And yeah, so let me go ahead and get this thing set up and started. Just give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, because I know, oops, did I do that? Did I do that? Let me see here. I did do that, didn't I? All right, so let's go ahead and do that one here. And just bear with your brother for a minute. I believe I figured out how to, pull up how to add, for that membership thing. So just one moment. Promise made is a promise kept, So let me go ahead on and pull that up. Let me see here, some random guy before we get started, because I got to, get some memberships paid for, So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Here I find myself right here. All right, put myself on pause so I don't echo myself, though, You guys are in the chat. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, I see that here. In the chat. Right, in the chat here. Okay. Right. So, all right, there it is right here. All right, where it says membership gifting. Let me see here. Right. All right. All right, let me go ahead and do the 5. Yeah. Let me see here. All right. Buy 5 memberships. All right, just give me one moment. 5 memberships. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, let's do it. Okay, let's go ahead and do that here. Buying 5. All right. So promise at 5 memberships. Okay. All right. So let me see here. You know what, man? Look like it just randomly does it, huh? All right. Yeah, it randomly does it. I thought I was able to control that, but it randomly buys people some memberships. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, so let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep, 5 memberships. Yep. So it looks like you guys got some memberships, though, Be good, Yeah, so yeah, it was supposed to be, I thought it was able to, but I guess it just randomly picks it out. So, well, other than that, it's compliments of me and things. So, yeah, we're going to have to work on, let me see, Dakota and a few others that email me and things. But, yeah, they're coming to the room and things. Man, boy. Okay. But no problem at all, though. Yep. Like it's some guy named some random guy said 5 random guy speak gift memberships. So, compliments of some random guy, All right. So there that is. Okay, guys. It's kind of strange how they did that though, man. But all right. It is what it is. It is what it is though, Okay. All right. So yeah. So let me go ahead and do this here. We're going to go and start the show and things. So, yeah, kind of strange how I did that. But at any event, let me go ahead on and get this thing set up for you guys. We're going to be getting into it. We're going to get into the topic. You guys, if you haven't heard already, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be that way. Okay, I don't mind giving out the memberships, but it randomly does it. I thought I had the control on that, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We're going to make some more friends in the room and stuff where they have the memberships and stuff. So, yep, that was from yours truly with the membership. Look at that. Look at that membership right there. Who did it? Oh, it was me. Okay, so, yeah, so other than that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead on and get into the show. Okay, so let me see here. There we go. Here, you know, everybody know who this woman is. This is Ilhan Umar, right? For those that don't know, right? We're talking about the topic today, and we're gonna get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Get right into it and things. So before I even play the video, Coconuts Are Real says, "You're awesome, Tony." I appreciate it, Coconuts Are Real. I appreciate it, man. I try to get some memberships over there to you guys, man, but it just randomly kicks it out. I have no control over it, you know. Received a membership by some random. That was me. That is me. It just shoots it out, but, you know, let me see it. Congratulate you anyway. Got some memberships into the room. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good. All right, I guess we're going to get started here. Let me put that on the screen up. Hold on for one moment here. Let me get the screen up in a minute here. All right, just one moment. All right. Let me get that. Actually, you know what? Let me do this here. I want to, this was the wrong one here, but that's okay. Give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's always impactful when I put the screen up, you know, so. And I appreciate the like and loves, though, too, you know. Every often, I'm going to start giving out those membership things, though. And that's cool. Yep, so you got some memberships in there. Yeah. Boy, and now you got, and another thing what's nice about the membership or memberships, you automatically get a red MAGA cap next to your name there, you know. So there that is, you know. I created that, so it changes color as the months go by, you know. Right now, you just got that 1 month right now, so enjoy it, because I'm going to be doing an all-member thing, though, too. So let me just pull this photo up. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Hold on for a minute. All right, put that in here. Yep, that's the photo right here, and let me see here. Put this up over here. All right. One-man operation, ladies and gentlemen. One-man operation. Let me see here. Let me see. And let's go ahead and put this back. All right. And, oh, boy. Hold on for one moment. It's still not showing up. Yep, not showing up. All right, hold on for one moment. All right, let's do this here. This is the only way that I know how to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Just one moment. Make this look a little bit more impactful, and then we're going to get started. All right. Okay, just give me one moment. All right. One moment here. Oops. All right, let's go here and do this here. This is supposed to go. I'm going to bring myself forward here. Bring myself front. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, and we're going to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to talk about here today. Make this, all right, a lot better here. I think you can see it there. Let me go ahead on and duplicate that to the horizontal side. All right, copy there. And let's go ahead and bring that backwards. Bring this front. All right, there. Oops. It's supposed to be brought front. Bring that front. Oh. Bring it backwards. Still not working on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. Boy, I tell you, oops, I didn't want to do that like that. All right. Yeah, as you guys can see, this is really not really working out as to how I like it to work out. But, all right. All right. Hey, guys, I'm just going to have to say it, though. I'm trying to bring this to the front, and it's not working. Bring the front, and it's still not coming to the front, though. It's kind of crazy how that is. All right, so I'm going to have to take this down over here and pull this up. Okay, because the show got to go on. There we go. We'll just do it like that for that one. There we go. All right, so that'll make it a little bit more impactful. That's for my people on the horizontal. Can't say that I don't love you for doing this, man. It's just, because other than that, I can just start the show with just the vertical only, But okay, here we go, guys. So here it is. Obama judge, right? Hands Trump a win. Boy, Somali TPS ends, ladies and gentlemen. Not just with Somalia, but there's a lot of other countries. Deportations moving forward, though, Moving forward. Okay? All right. And for those that are coming into the room, I appreciate you very much, though. To some random guy, if you're new here, please hit this smash button. Smash that like button, and also hit the subscribe button if you like my content here, where we keep it Gucci, old school now, but what I'm saying. Oh, man, let me see here. But, yeah, you guys see me right there. So we're going to get into it, though, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get into it, and then we'll get with Ilhan Umar in a minute, though, too, Because before she was talking all big and bad and greasy. Now it's a whole different thing. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So the U.S. District Judge, Allison Burroughs, right, in Boston, right, appointed by Barack Obama, lifted the stay that had been blocking the termination of Somalia's TPS, right? This has come after the Supreme Court ruled in June that the courts can't just second guess the Department of Homeland Security. No, they can't. When it decides a country's TPS destination no longer makes sense, that ruling opened the door. The judge followed it, right? Roughly 1,100 Somalis who had TPS protection can now lose their status, right? Their work authorizations, right, are no longer valid. DHS has made it clear, leave or face deportation. So they're not giving, that's their only choice. That's their only choice. Now, let's talk about Somalia before I go on. Somalia is a war-torn country. And pretty much it's pretty much ran by warlords, if even, and other types of groups of people that are rivals with each other. They have no system of government whatsoever. And far as with the people, you can't blame the Somalis for not wanting to go back home, because going back home in a situation, and a lot of them been gone since the 90s. Some of them been gone that long, but hey, you got to go. You wore out welcome. With the scams and the fraud stuff. And I'm not saying this for every last Somalian, but unfortunately, you got to go. Now, what you can do is that you guys have to take what you have learned in America, and when you go home, you got to build up Somalia, just like you got to build up Haiti and Syria, right? And any other European nation, though, you got to build up your country. If you don't like what's going on over there, it's enough for you guys over there to make some type of change, That's just how it is. That's what happened in America when we revolted against who? Britain, right? And that's when it happened. That's why it's the greatest country on earth, right? And you guys got to make it the greatest country on earth over there where you are. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Somalia has been under TPS for temporary protection status, ladies and gentlemen, since 1991. Over 3 decades of temporary protection. Temporary means temporary, meaning that you're over here for a temporary status, right? Temporary period of time, right? So therefore, it wasn't never permanent, right? So you have to go now. The administration determines the conditions no longer meets the legal standards for continuing it. The courts finally let that decision stand, and that's where it is. Can't you guys see what Trump has been doing? I said this before. He wants them to sue him. He wants the Democrats and all the rest of them to push back, the radical judges. When it went to the Supreme Court, it was already ruled out, right? Because Trump is following the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Temporary status means temporary status. And then what they've been doing with some of their people, not all, but some of their people that have been caught with corruption, defrauding the American people, right? And these are the things that, people start frowning on what has happened. You can't blame that. That's one of the reasons why you lose your temporary protection status. Had you would have been like the role model, and you other Somalis, y'all didn't speak up. For the ones that were good, you guys did not speak up. You just roll with it. You know what I'm saying? You said nothing. You know who the bad apples were. And the bad apples, unfortunately, messed it up for you guys that are the good apples. Had it would have been me, I'd have been singing like a bird. Yeah. Fathead, you know what I'm saying? Abdul Fathead or whatever. Yeah, that he was up to no good, but no, they didn't want to roll over on their own people. Right? They were locked up with each other, talking about you so great, this is not true, and all this other kind of stuff. And you just coming down on Somalis and xenophobia crap stuff and Islamic phobia. This is what ended up happening. You guys that were good, you got to go too. Anybody on the TPS got to go, right? Boy, aren't you feeling kind of foolish now? Because you allowed this. You could have been dropping dimes, blowing, you know what I'm saying, on the whistle and everything, boy. You could have been running it down, right? Boy, I tell you, this isn't the first TPS termination. We're talking about Haiti, Syria. We're talking about some of the other Latin countries out there, Honduras and a few others. And others have already moved forward after what the same Supreme Court decision, right? We're talking about Somalia was one of the last ones still tied up in court. Now that roadblock is gone. Uh-oh. It's gone, man. It really is. The roadblock, ladies and gentlemen. It's gone. It's finito. Finished. So you got to roll. You got to bounce. We don't care where you go. You just can't stay here in America no more. You know? And rightfully so, because look at all the fraud that has been going on with child care and all the rest of this stuff. From Minneapolis to Ohio, boy, I tell you, man. But this is what ended up happening, right? Got to be true. Got to tell it like it is, right? So looking at it, so let me take a look at it here. We're talking about the practical impact, right? This is what it is. Immediately allowed the terminations of TPS for Haiti. This is another one. 350,000 people for Haiti, right? Syria, man, I didn't know there was that many. Boy, I tell you, man. And Syria, 6,000 people moved forward, right? We're talking about severely limited and the ability to lower the courts to block future TPS terminations. But here it is, right? So it's already a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. The ruling is the ruling. It got overruled. The Somalis right now have no more protection under the temporary protection status. They just do not. And like I said before, the good Somalians, you guys should have been speaking up a long time ago. You, like I said before, you know who was over there ripping somebody off. And now it costs you the same situation. You know, and let's go ahead and show it too. It's always more impactful when we show it. I just got to take the bulletin down. Just give me one moment. Yeah, we're going to put that up too. But yeah, man, it's a sad situation for Somali. To be Somali, it's a really sad situation right now. I'm not gloating about it, but it is what it is. You know, you guys, you know what I'm saying? You have to go. You got to jet up. You got to be either self-deport or be deported. Those are the only choices. Only choices. Because we're talking about millions, if not billions of dollars ripped off. And where a lot of that money went back to that terrorist group in Somalia, El Shabazz, not Shabazz, but El Shabab, you know, boy, I tell you, man, They traced the money. They got you red-handed. No type of, they got you. Oh, yeah, y'all like that one? Yeah, Uncle Sam kicking DSA out of the country, boy. That's a beautiful thing. We will not allow it to grow legs over here, even though it already has in the black community, to be honest. Oops, that's the wrong one here. Hold on for a minute. Still struggling with this second screen, though, unfortunately. But hold on for a minute, guys. I'm going to put this up. There we go. Hold on for a minute. Yep, put that up. Because let me put the other screen up, too, because we got some work to do here. Hold on for one moment. We got some work to do because I'm going to show you that video. Just give me one moment here. I don't like this new setup of mine at all, man. It's like I can't find nothing, it seems like, man. Can't find nothing. Just one moment. Yeah, this is problematic already, ladies and gentlemen. All right, okay, cool. All right, so we're going to go and put the other screen up here. All right, that wasn't the right screen. Okay, how many am I have? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there it is, though. So we're going to put this up here. I'm over here doing, this is somewhat of reaction. It's Brian Maxwell, one of my other favorites that I listen to. Let's go ahead and hear what he had to say. Hear what she has to say.
danger laga gelin karin marka waxaan reer Minnesota iyo Soomaalida meel kasta ku nool adeerkaya hadda mar dhow ka hadlaayay idinkaga hambalyeynaya sida aad iskugu wada duuban tihiin sida aad kulligiin
give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen.
garab istaagteen madaxweynaheena because wuu u baahan yahay in kulligiin aan garab istaagno Soomaaliya waa Soomaaliya waa hal walaalaan wada nahay dhulkeena lagama kala qaybsanaayo dhulal baa naga maqan aan raadsanaynaa insha Allah mar maalinta laakiin inta aan haysana hadda lama kala qaybinaayo marka waa mahadsantihiin dhammaantiin sidaad ii sharaftiin oo markasta aad iigu soo dhawaysiin ilaahay idin sharfo.
While her father was literally labeled the minister of death, who helped lead one of the biggest genocides on Somali land. That was Ilhan Omar's father. That's why they had to get smuggled out that country, to make sure that they maintained and kept their heads, because the people there hated that family. And from what I understand, they don't want Ilhan Omar back in Somalia. That's why they put her here, to be an asset. As a matter of fact, she's spoken publicly saying Somalis were just here to take black and brown people's jobs, and then to work within the white community, get into positions of power. And like she said, she controls things. They do what she say, and she's going to make sure that Somalia is protected. She's trash, walking trash. But check this out on what happened with James O'Keefe and what he exposed, because, again, they can't.
Yeah, hold on for one moment. And this is the thing. Her father, can we just pull that back up? I just want to bring that back up here. Her father, ladies and gentlemen, her father, let me see, there he is. That's her father, right? Here it is. The genocide of their own people and stuff like that, you know, and they don't want her to come back to Somalia. If she goes back to Somalia, chances are, you know how that go, you know, her chance of survival is going to be very, very minimum, unless if she can be protected. Not our problem, though, right? Not our problem, because her and a lot of these people that were taking advantage of the system, you see what I'm saying? They were given all kind of stuff, SBA. They were given all types of stuff, right? And look what ended up happening. How you going to run a business and not come through on the daycare? They act like this day was never going to happen. But now the day has come. The day has happened, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it. Look at this. All right. And let's see here, James O'Keefe. Let's see what he got going on.
They do what she say, and she's going to make sure that Somalia is protected. She's trash, walking trash. But check this out on what happened with James O'Keefe and what he exposed, because, again.
Yeah, because he don't tell it, but I just want to say this, though, too. James O'Keefe went undercover to expose in Minnesota, right? Minneapolis, right? What they were doing with the election fraud. He's going to talk about how he dressed up in their job and all this other stuff and went up in there, ladies and gentlemen, and actually voted in the voting process. When they found out that it was him and stuff like that, but how easy it is for them to go into an elections and vote, you know what I'm saying, with no ID, anything, because we know with a lot of these phony sanctuary cities, this is what they do.
They can't deny this. Check it out.
Story here at home. The Minnesota Secretary of State says law enforcement is reviewing what he calls outrageous misconduct at Minneapolis polling sites during Tuesday's primary election. In this video posted to social media, a group of political commentators say they were testing the limits of the state's vouching requirements and what ID is needed. They say they never voted. Richard Reeve heard from a man who says his name was used in that video without his permission. Rich?
Yeah, Kirsten, that's right. Will Pomeranz reached out to us, surprised and angry, he says, that his name popped up in that video. He says he doesn't know how the conservative group that posted the video got
Look at this here. Look at this. How he was covered up. I don't think it was James O'Keefe here, but look at this. Look at this.
We went looking for answers.
It feels like smoke and mirrors, and it makes me mad.
Will Pomeranz is one unhappy voter. What was your reaction when you saw your name in that video?
It was a bit of shock the first time I saw it. I had to watch it a couple of times. And then anger.
He's talking about this YouTube video posted by conservative commentator James O'Keefe.
Yeah, there
at
you
Pratt
go.
Elementary School in
There
Minneapolis,
you go.
used as a polling
Y'all
place.
see him?
This is the vote. The name is William. The last name? Pomeranz.
In the video, O'Keefe says he was testing the state's voting voucher laws, all while giving poll workers the name William Pomeranz.
I was pretty angry at it because
Now, I want you to pay attention to what they're focusing on. James O'Keefe came in there wearing a hijab and saying that he wanted to vote. Now, they're acting like they're upset and appalled about them coming in and faking. But what they should be appalled about is what took place at the polling station. And now, this right here, what I want to do is I'm going to take a break from this because I want you to actually see what happened at the polling station, because we cannot allow these devils and these people to manipulate the minds of the people, because that's what they've been doing, giving away our everything. And real quick, before I even get into the next clip, if you're a senior in this country and you watch these Medicare prices.
Hold on, that's his plug here, because that's for Chapter and stuff. And, you know, these guys are sponsored by them. But let me go skip over Chapter for a minute. And if you're a senior, and you need this, though, too, actually. This is the number. I'm not getting paid off of it, but I'm a nice guy. I'm still going to show it anyway. So if you know a senior, 60 and up, you want to get in contact with Chapter, for those, reduce those, because the medical costs, the Medicare and all that stuff. Yeah, you want to get in contact with them. That's about the only plug they're going to get. Here we go, right here.
Talking about on that news clip of, we can't believe he did that. And he used this man's name rather than what really took place. Check this out.
Say that I'm vouching for them. The name is William Pomeranz. The question.
All right, got some music in the background, ladies and gentlemen, so I got to cut it. He has probably copyright. I think he rolls with a bigger production than I do. But this is James O'Keefe right here, guys. Will not allow voter ID in Minnesota. This went down in Minnesota. James O'Keefe dressed up, looking like a cleric, looking like one of these Muslims up there with the whole garb or the robe or whatever they want to call it, and the kufi hat and all the rest of that stuff. So here it is right here, though, So, they're over here screaming and hollering. Let me see if I can play this here.
How does that work?
Well, if you're all in the same precinct
Yes.
and you are already registered, which looks like you are, then you can vouch for them as ID for them.
Oh, good. She says to me, I say, "You do not need ID." She says, "You are the ID." He is the ID.
She said he is the ID. No ID, because he is the ID, Boy, and then they get butthurt and mad about it when they found out it was James O'Keefe doing undercover investigative work. We need more investigative journalists, If I was balling like that financially, man, to fly out there to Minnesota and do this type of journalism stuff, I would love to, Boy, I tell you,
I'm the ID. And no ID needed. I just vouch for them.
Well, you're the ID.
I am the
Yeah, you're the ID. They said that he is the ID. Ain't that something, y'all? This is the reason why they got to bounce. They got to go. We got to get these people out of here. And one way or another, ladies and gentlemen, because once again, this is the reason why the American Save Act is so important for Americans, right? That's the thing about it. Hold on for a minute, guys. I got too much sunlight coming in my face. I got some natural sunlight. Maybe I can keep it. Yeah, I think that natural sunlight, I keep it, though. Real nice having no natural sunlight, It ain't too much of a bother, is it? Okay. Yep, you don't get too much of natural sunlight these days. But at any event, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what it is, though, you know? Look at this, boy, I tell you. This is a disgrace to our nation, man, you know? Because we got these dams, and they don't want to turn over the voter rolls. And they know what that means, though, right? Because we already know, because they've been allowing illegals in the voting process for a long, long time, dead people and all kind of people. And this is one of the reasons why they've been winning votes. It's not so much that it's a blue state, it's a blue state under corruption. That's exactly what it is. When you have taken the will of the American people and you shift it on people that are illegal and you say, come on in, and we're going to bring you over to the sanctuary city. They still act as if they have the leverage. It's just a matter of time, right? Trump still has options in regards to what he can do, right, to override this situation, right? Because like I said, Trump, it's a few things that he can actually do, you know? So like I said, no need to panic because it's going to get done, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to get too far ahead of the president, but let's just not say that he has options still. He has a lot of options in regards to this thing. And then we got John Thune, the buffoon, you know what I'm saying, on this reset stuff. But we still got time, ladies and gentlemen, to handle this this nonsense. Yep. Oops, and dropped the top. Oh, well. So that's basically what it is there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Is there more that we have to say? Let me take a look at it here. Let me see. Talked about that. Yeah, he is the ID, you know. Boy, I tell you, he is the ID. Look at this right here. Boy, I tell you.
Needed to sign an oath. What's your takeaway from seeing this video?
The first thing is he has a history of trying to do stunts like this to try to prove that the election system is not working, that it's...
Trying to prove? He already proved it, don't you think? He's over here saying, oh, yeah, what he did is misconduct. It's been misconduct at the polls, man. That's why we need poll watchers and all type of people, because the Democrats are not going to play fair. They never have. And it kind of make you think, if you start going back with the other presidents of old, did they really win all these votes or was it rigged? But in that time, you know what I'm saying, though, they decide who's going to be Democrat, who's going to be Republican, right? Because, again, we had a lot of rhinos before Trump. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rhinos. Now, under the Trump administration, he's been doing a successful job, especially in the second term, getting rid of a lot of rhinos, cleaning up the House, trying to clean up the Senate, you know, taking out bad apples out the local government, man, that been holding this country back. All they have been, they're nothing more than Democrats in disguise posing as Republicans. That's why we call them Republicans in name only, for the rhinos and things like that. But what are you talking about, man? Shoot, it's been corruption.
Or that it's easy to commit fraud, but he gets caught every time.
In Minnesota, a voter can vouch for up to 8 people in the same precinct, but only to establish residency. State law says the person being vouched for must still provide their Minnesota driver's license or ID card number or the last 4 digits of their Social Security number.
Vouching for a person does not allow them to vote.
Secretary of State.
Not according to what we saw earlier. You are the ID. You are the ID. Y'all remember that? Man, this guy full of crap, man. No sense to keep me listening to this lame-o. You know what I'm saying? Get off here, lame-o. You know, we ain't going to listen to that.
Allows vouching. Iowa, though, says a voucher must attest to both the person's identity and residency.
James O'Keefe underneath. Look at this, in disguise.
On Election Day, Kirsten.
He knew that they would figure it out when they didn't vote or do anything. But it's the point that they were going to let him get away with it. So
that's the point. That's the point.
In Minnesota,
ahead,
they're
Brian.
pissed off right now. They're hurt. They're upset, and they should be. After doing all that big woofing and all that big talk, President Trump got the judges on his side. Now, the activist judges tried blocking it, but they can't stop it. So
can't stop it.
Bye to those Somalis who ain't supposed to be here, didn't want to assimilate here.
We got to say bye, 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 bye. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Y'all know that song? Boy, I wish I could play that song, man. Y'all already know. Ain't no lie. Bye, 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 Somalis. Y'all right on that list, right? The rest of them, the Haitians, the Syrians, you know what I'm saying, and all the rest of them, you know, Hondurans and all the rest of them. You got to go. Got to go, boy. Got to go.
About how bad it is now, you get a chance to
Roll out. Dun, 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 roll out. Dun, dun, roll. Y'all remember Luda? Yeah. Oh, man, boy. Look at
come and
this.
enjoy your Somaliland. And don't y'all forget, there's videos of grown men crying after they got sent back to Somalia. But let Ilhan Omar tell it, they knew how to do it right over there. Even though they have no government, they have nothing. That's why they're all
They don't have nothing. Let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch those crying Somalis right now. I'm gonna go and pull it up because we got to get some crying going on, man. What's it, a crying game? Oops, that's me right there. Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and pull up. Let me see the Somalis crying. Hold on for a minute. Let's do this faster here. Yeah, the Somalis, we're going to go ahead on and pull them up. Boy, got to see those Somalis crying, man. You know? Yeah, got to look at it. I ain't seen it in a while, but yeah, I got to look at it though, man. I get great glee, you know, because now no temporary status for them at all. Let me see it. Somalis crying, you know what I'm saying? Let me see it, crying after being deported. Let's see here. Yep, seen the one that was 8 months ago. Do we have anything recent? This is 5 months ago, though, you know. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. This is one of the dudes right here. Is there anything else, though? That's 8 months ago, 7 months ago. Let me see. Let me put down here. Not after being deported. Hold on for a minute. Crying. Let me see here. Deported. Let's see here. All right, this is 6 months ago. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, take us back to America. Nope. Well, let me see here. This is let's play this one. Let's got some music. Hold on for a minute. Got some damn music, man. Damn.
University, so much poverty, not much progress, and if there is progress, it's minimal over time. What is it that happens? Do they use religion as a coping mechanism to all the misery they're experiencing, or what is it? Because
No, that's not what I want to hear. Hold on for a minute. Here it is. Trump! Hold on for a
do what
minute.
he did. Anybody that would allow those people into the state and pay billions of dollars out to Somalia. We give billions of dollars to Somalia. It's not even a country because it doesn't function like a country. It's got a name, but it doesn't function like a country.
He's right.
Yeah, there's something wrong with
Somalia does not function as a country because there's no government. There's warlords and crime and violence. This is what's going to end up happening to America had we not pushed back. It would turn America into a first world nation, into a third world nation. We'll be divided off. It'll be warlords, gangsters, and terrorist groups and stuff like that. Hide your children, hide your families. You know what I'm saying? Look at all this. And then famine, you know, we the world. We are the world. Y'all remember that? Farm Aid, Live Aid, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, boy. We are the children. We are the ones that make a brighter day. So let's start giving. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you remember that song? I know some of y'all old school do. Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite. Yeah, gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. Gotta go. Yeah, come on now. Use those legs. Let's get to walking. If not, you gotta go and drag you. Yeah, got to go. Move back. Move back. Let's go. Yep. Let ice do their thing. Come on now. No resisting. Resistance is futile. Resistance is futile. Oh yeah, we got the music going. I would play it, but he got the music going, man. I tell you, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here no more. That's what he was saying. You know, please give me my passport back, Donald Trump. Please, please, baby, please, baby, please. Mogadishu in Somalia, you know. Oh my goodness.
Just leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I'm just so tired.
I'm so tired.
Boy.
Yeah, he should have thought about all this. You should have been stepping up and turning evidence on him. You probably could have bargained something. See, he wasn't so smart and so bright, see? You just figured, nope, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna roll over on my own people. Now they end up deporting your behind. See what happens? Let's go on and play from the, you already know who it is, the black conservative perspective.
Oh, we got to talk about Tim Walz, okay? Tim Sugar Walz.
Yeah, Sugar Walls to the balls. I call him Tim Balls to the wall, boy. Look at this.
Was confronted on
Tampon
ABC
Tim.
News about President Trump's comments towards him, right? President Trump said some mean words about Tim Sugar Walz, and we got to talk about it because Tim Sugar Walz is facing a whole lot of questions as to why is it that he is overseeing one of the largest fraud schemes that we've ever seen in this country, coming from the Somali community that currently has taken over the liberal city of Minneapolis.
A massive
Look at this.
fraud scheme uncovered in Minnesota found money intended for social
El
services
Shabaab,
has been
as I
allegedly
said.
siphoned indirectly into the pockets
Look at
of
that.
the Somali terrorist group Al-Shabaab. Somali immigrants in Minnesota have reportedly
Sound like a restaurant, doesn't it? I'm gonna go. Y'all want to go over here to El Shabaab and get some shawarmas and stuff?
using systems meant to help the most unfortunate among us, including the latest federally funded autism services. The autism fraud scheme reportedly amassed $14 million through
$14 million, ladies and gentlemen. Money obtained in autism fraud schemes, man. Look at this. Source, U.S. Attorney Office for the District of, Minnesota. Look at this, though, man. Taxpayer dollars funneled to El Shabaab, right? No, not kebab, but Shabab, man. Boy, I tell you, Shabab. You know, my goodness, look at this.
claims for services
Oh,
that were
my
never
goodness.
provided, involving kids who never had autism. And the Somali immigrants behind this web of schemes have allegedly stolen billions from taxpayers, much of the money going back to the Somali government, where it would then end up in the hands of terrorists. Manhattan Institute investigative reporter Ryan Thorpe was one of the first exposing the schemes for their ties to terrorism. With us now, Ryan, a line from your story stuck out. The largest funder of Al-Shabaab is the Minnesota taxpayer, and you cite an unnamed source for that. What is the evidence that all of this money that was taken and the billions upon billions of increased funding in Minnesota for social services ended up in Somalia?
Well, billions of dollars of government welfare money is missing in the state of Minnesota.
How do we define missing?
Well, the fraud is so bad that the U.S. Attorney's Office has come out and indicated that they believe their entire government programs, where the fraudulent claims outstrip the legitimate ones, there are cases where indictments have come down or guilty pleas are already in to the tunes of hundreds of millions of dollars that were fraudulently obtained, filing false claims alongside doctored paperwork.
Oh, my goodness, right here, boy. Look at this thing. You know, I'm not trying to profile anybody per se, but let's just be honest, man. Would you, oh my goodness, man. Would you feel comfortable in bringing your child who has autism? You know, I can see if it was like a real legit business. It was closed most of the time, halfway open. You wouldn't trust your child there, you know? Even Somalis didn't bring their children there because it was a scam, you know? Boy, look at this here, boy. What is, oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Got 8. The dirty 8, boy. Oh, my goodness, man. Look at this, man. Woo, you can't make this up, man. Let's, let it play, man, because I'm trying to hold myself back.
Indictments are continuing to come.
Man.
And the U.S. Attorney's Office has made very clear that this is a network of fraud schemes stacked upon fraud schemes, and that while the true dollar figure in terms of stolen funds at this point isn't quite clear, it's safe to say that we're talking about billions of dollars.
Okay.
Billions of dollars, as I mentioned. We all know it, right? Billions. Can we recoup this money? Can we get this money back? No, it's all El Shabaab has it, you know? Man. And what is El Shabaab going to do it? This is a known terrorist organization in Mogadishu, man. Over there in Somalia, Mogadishu. Boy, y'all remember watching that movie, Black Hawk Down? Remember the Black Hawk helicopter? You know, I saw that movie at the movie theater, man. Boy, I tell you, man, you wouldn't want to be in Mogadishu, you know. It was like when they did that movie back in the 90s or whatever, the helicopter was shot down, though. And then you had the soldiers, the American soldiers had to rely on their skill sets, man. Shout out to the American, the military, boy. The military, shout out to them. Boy, our brave men and women in the military, man. That Black Hawk went down, man, right? And it kind of landed in the middle of the city, man. It was war-torn. They were throwing rocks. They had AKs. They had these high-powered rifles and stuff, man. They had these, projectiles and everything, man. Oh, my goodness, man. I remember seeing a movie like it was yesterday, man. You couldn't be, boy, I tell you, man. Talk about Captain Phillips. Y'all watch Captain Phillips, too? When the Somali pirates took over that ship, you know, what'd he say to Captain Phillips? What'd he say to him? Look at me. I am the captain now. I tell you, man. Boy, I tell you, we gonna play it though, man. Oh,
it's pretty
my
wild,
goodness, man.
Some of the things that you lay out, including one group called Feeding the Future that went from getting $3.4 million in 2019 to $200
Feeding the Future. Y'all remember that scam one, right?
million 2 years later.
I went over this when they busted all this stuff. I went over all this last year. Go ahead and play
faster
it.
than NVIDIA. How did nobody see that? Or is it that people and the government and those who are supposed to be the watchdogs, like Tim Walz, like Keith Ellison, the Attorney General, there just weren't looking?
They didn't want to look. They knew they were. Come on. They know how. It is what it is. Look at this. Look at this. FBI was called in. Look at this. Got all the boxes and stuff, doing forensics, breaking it down, following the money and stuff like that. Oh, my gosh, man. Even J.D. Vance had to get on it, man. Oh, my goodness, man.
I think it's safe to say that there was a real unwillingness or inability among Democratic state officials in Minnesota.
You think?
To recognize some pretty obvious.
Why is this feeding the future so vacant and empty? They got the kids' murals on the walls. Look at it. Looks so inviting, doesn't it? But where's the kids? Where's the autism at? Ain't that many people with autism with children? What is it, 1 out of 5 maybe? Maybe not even, probably. Look at this. I don't see no children. I see pictures of children on the wall. But where is the children at, man? What's this? Who is this walking by, man? Ain't no
here.
Where the children at?
All across these programs, claims were skyrocketing, absolutely spiraling
Boy,
out
look
of
at
control.
this. You know they busted him, though. You know he's locked up. Some of these people, man, look at this. You know he locked up. Which one y'all rather have? Would y'all rather have him to be deported back to Somalia? Because locking him up here for what? Because we got to get the money back, man. We can get that money back, deport them all, man. Because I think the prison is good enough going back to Somalia, man. Ooh, I hate to be from Somalia, boy. I'm so blessed to be American. Aren't you so happy and blessed that you are in America, you know? I'm going to say this, though, too, guys. God loves America. Because he chosen America. We are the most civilized. We are the greatest nation on the planet and also predominant. We are a Christian nation, always have. You know what I'm saying? God shared his love on America, right? Look at it. Boy, you know, we ain't rolling around with warlords and all the rest of this stuff and chaos and no government. They're trying to get it that way, but we fighting like hell, ladies and gentlemen. So therefore, America won't be that third world country where we have every type of riffraff and others coming in here. No, you got to be vetted. You just can't be rolling up in here like this, rolling up in somebody's house, and show you how much of a hypocrites the Democrats are. So if you want open borders, Dems, DSA, and all the rest of you, how about this? I want to move in your house. Now, I'm coming in because you say you don't need no open borders. So I'm coming in, right? I'm just going to open up the door, and I'm going to come on in there, and I can go in one of your rooms and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a black man in America, and, you know, I have nowhere to go. And your policies state that you all bring in everybody, don't. I ain't saying everybody, but I want to come in. I want to come in your house, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, man. You'll see how fast that turn that down, man. Oh my goodness, though, you know.
Period of time.
Look at this.
And the reality,
boy, look at this here, man. I tell you, man. Ooh, boy.
that the Somali community, which is where these large-scale fraud rings have been concentrated within this population.
Always the eyes. The eyes is telling, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the eyes. Don't look at nothing else. Just look at the eyes.
In the state,
Something
it is
cold
a
and
sizable
sinister.
voting block. It is a voting block you have to win if you're going to win political office.
Look at this here, man.
In Minneapolis, and so I think
You only got one female. Come on, it got to be more.
was likely a incentive here that made some people not want to look too closely at what's been going on.
Yeah, they don't want to look too closely at it, as this guy lays out, because it's obvious that a lot of Democrats are probably being funded by the fraud, right? Because that is how Democrats operate. What they do is that they take taxpayer dollars, they funnel the taxpayer dollars into these liberal nonprofits, these...
Yeah, we know the whole thing. I appreciate you breaking it down, but that's exactly how it is. We've been talking about this stuff. NGOs, other things, though, funneling the money. How does Tim Balls to the Walls, Tampon Tim not know, right? How does Ellison and them not know? We know that they know. You cannot hide, what was it, $14 million, billions of dollars? There's no way in the world you can hide that kind of money. You can't even launder that type of money. Trying to launder that, they tried to launder it. The Dems been trying to clean that money up, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put it in the NGO programs. We're going to clean it up. We're going to send it over here, the study of cockroaches and stuff. You know, we're going to see if they are transgender cockroaches and all this other nonsense. You know what I'm saying, though? It's like, come on now. You ain't doing research. You ain't spending that money for the study of these types of insects, you know. We want to see if bunnies, you know, and how they get down, you know, same-sex bunny rabbits. I'm just saying, though, right? So this is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. This is a problem. It's called money laundering. Go ahead and take it away, though, Perspective. Go ahead.
Entities that are designed to do good, right? To do humanitarian stuff, like, for example, help kids with autism or to take care of old people or whatever. But that's not what they actually do. They funnel that money into their own pockets. They don't actually solve the problem that they're supposed to solve.
Exactly.
And then they give Democrats kickbacks in the form of campaign donations for funneling tax dollars to them. There's no doubt in my mind that that's probably what's happening in Minneapolis.
Yeah, the front man was the Somalis, though, right? Which that's what ended up happening. They were the front man, the men out in front. Just go ahead and give me a little bit of a kickback, you know. Nobody has to know, you know. Just give me a kickback, you know. And that's exactly what ended up happening. You know, you think Tim Walz, look at him. You think he gonna tell the truth? I don't know. I don't know how that money. They've been following the money trail, man. This guy should be locked up, but I think they're gonna have a grand finale for him, though. I think Trump and them got something up to sleeve, though, because Tampon Tim have to go down, man. Him, Ellison, and the other, they got to go down, man. It just is what it is.
And that's why you have politicians like, for example, Tim Walz playing the race card when confronted on all of the fraud.
Don't they always play the race card, though? This is the Democrats. Oh, it's just race. They're just singling out the Somalis, though. Not all, you know, and, you know, feeding America and the autism thing. These are legitimate businesses. What seems to be the problem? Each happened to be a day when Nick Shirley came up there and they were all closed, you know. They were just, you know, you just got to set up an appointment, you know. Let us know when you're going to be there. That way we have time to rent those kids to come up in there because those kids got autism, all of them. It's like saying, wait a moment, how did all these children have autism, man? They were saying on the records, man, it didn't jive and add up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, man, this is fraud, and once again, fraud. They don't want to talk about this, but we're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Go, take it away.
Seems to be very prevalent amongst the Somali community in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and roll this clip. of Tim Walz responding to NBC News host Christian Welker confront him on the scandals that are happening in his state that he's overseeing, and why is it that he's not doing anything about it? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
From countries beyond Afghanistan, specifically targeting the Somali community in your home state. He also...
Ain't that Caitlin? Ain't that Skamala Harris' best friend in sorority? I think that's her. Oh, my goodness, boy.
Welcome back, and joining me now is Democratic Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota. Governor Walz, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Good to be with you, Kristen. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you. Thanks you so much for being here. I do want to start with...
Oh, that's Kristen. I thought it was Caitlin.
The tragic shooting of the two National Guard service members in the aftermath of the shooting. As you know,
President going to get
using
down
a
to
slur. Gangs are roving the streets looking for prey as our wonderful people stay locked in their apartments and houses, hoping against hope they'll be left alone. The seriously blank governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, does nothing, either through fear, incompetence, or both. What is your response to President Trump, Governor?
Yeah, well, first of all, let me express my condolences to the families of the National Guardsmen.
Yeah, you better express your condolences. And this should have never happened with the National Guards anyway. I remember when that went down, right? It should have never happened. See, this is incompetent leadership. This is the dude right here. When they went out on a hunting trip, he couldn't even operate the damn gun, man. And he's supposed to be in the military. Oh, that's right. He didn't go out though. You know what I'm saying? He was actually forgot what was his position in the military, in the army or whatever like that. But he had his own platoon or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not in the military, obviously, you can tell. But he was over that regiment, over that group, right? And he didn't even roll out when it was time. All his people, his underlings, they all rolled out. Those are the real men and women right there, while he stayed back, though, man. And that's why I say this is what we call stolen valor at this point, you know, because he didn't go out there and complete the mission. Those soldiers, he was in command over those soldiers, and he didn't roll out with them, man. And that's what, this is just a cowardly, I just have to call him the cowardly lion, you know. Oh, if I only had courage. I need some courage. Oh, I'm just a cowardly lion. I need some courage. You know what I'm saying? That's how he sound, right? Wizard of Oz.
They're out there doing their duty. They serve up.
What's the other one? If I only had a brain.
As a commander-in-chief of the...
Who's going to be the 10 man? You already know this is a cowardly lion, though. Who's going to be Dorothy, you know? Oh, yeah. Who is that? Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, that's got to be AOC, right? Don't take my idea. I'm going to put them all together. I'm going to do it on AI, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Yep, I'm going to do that. We got the 10 man. Who's going to be the 10 man, man? Who's going to be the scarecrow if I only had a brain, you know? All of them around AOC. You got Mondummy in there. I think he'll be scarecrow. He'll make a perfect scarecrow, wouldn't he? Oh my goodness, man. Follow the yellow brick road, you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be the rich? Oh, I got an idea. You know who the witch is gonna be? That'd be Maxine Wicked West Waters, man. I can see it. Dun 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 dun. You remember? I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Y'all remember that? I'm going to put it together. It's going to be hilarious, man. I got to do it now. Since I put it out there, I got to do it. Boy, I tell
someone
you.
who served, we have a responsibility to put them in a position where they're protected and they have a clear mission. And so I would express my condolences there. Look,
somebody didn't like that.
Trump insulting me is a badge of honor for me, but I think we all know, as both as an educator for a couple decades and as a parent, using that term is just so damaging.
But this is what I'm gonna have to put it together. It's in my head now. I can't even get the image. You got AOC as Dorothy, right? We got Mondummy as Scarecrow, right? We got Tim Walz, right, as Tampon Tim as the lion that needs the courage, you know? If I just had some courage, you got to put him in there. Who's going to be Tin Man, man? Could be Gavin Knucklehead Newscomb. One of them got to be Tin Man, man, ain't it? And we just have them going down there. We off to see the wizard. That'd be Trump, right? Oh, my goodness, boy. Oh, my goodness. You can't make it up. You can't make it up, boy. I tell you, I am going to do that, man. Y'all know I got to get them. But hold on for a minute, guys. Let me take a look at it, who's in the room for a minute while we do a little break. And we got Jason Breachage. We got a lot of people in the house today, man. Oh, man. Hold on for a minute. Hold on, let me do this. Let me do it right. You got, I see you there, hard right. I see you there, V. I see you all there, man. Yep, I see you, man. And I gotta go reach out to other so we can get that Discord set up. Let me do my shouts out first. I got your
Let us
number.
give a shout out to the Mod Squad. Starting with Black Guy 9, Texas Jane, that is a member. Man USA 1, Slick Nick, both are members. Denise Farmer, Dana, Jason Beatrice, that is a member. Brian Reedy, that is a member. Joe Mama, that is a member. Howard, that is a member.
There it is. So that is the shout out there. And we doing the other one with the Mod Squad.
I would like to give a shout out to the Mod Squad, starting with Black Guy 9, Jason Beatrice, that is a member. Brian Reedy, that is a member. Coconuts R's Real, that is a member. Stewart 2004. Texas Jane with her 6 shooters, that is a member. Man USA 1, that is a member. Domish 3332, Denise Farmer. Cheryl Schultz, Dana, Slicknick 68. Not Your Mama, but Joe Mama, that is a member. Omega, Howard, Special, thanks to Tanya Zimmer, and Paul Ace.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing there, you know, beautiful thing. You say Jigsaw, you say, what about Omar, Ilhan Umar? Yeah, I can put her in that Wizard of Oz. I can hook something up in there too. You know what I'm saying? But before we get started though, man, I got to, cause y'all ain't seen it in a while though. Yeah, the Dems, man, they've been hiding on us so much though. Will they ever come on that doorbell? Wait a minute, will they come? Oh yeah, I think that's them right now. I think we got the is it time? Is it that time, Jason? Jason Beatrice, is it that time? It's time for the Democratic Fraud Squad, man. Oh yeah, that's right. It's about that time. All right, let's go ahead on and pull up the Democrats Fraud Squad, man. Oh my goodness, man. Hold on for a minute. Let's go ahead and pull them on up. Yep, the Fraud Squad. All right, let me go ahead and get him on in here. And you guys have seen him before. Some of you guys have never seen the Democrat Fraud Squad. You know, just go ahead and put them on up because what they've been doing. Oh, here it is. Boy, look at this here. Boy, look at this here, man. Ain't this something? So y'all ain't seen it in a while. You thought I gone away from it, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Look at this here. So what we have here. Yep, look at this here, man. Step right up to the Democratic Fraud Squad. Well, we actually have Joe Biden. You see him in the clown outfit, looking like Bozo the Clown down here. We have, who else do we have over here? We have crooked Hillary Clinton. We have Skamala Harris down here at the bottom. Who is this with his own, doing a handstand with his legs wide open? It's Hakeem, not the dream, high tax Jeffries. Boy, look at this. We have AOC. Oh my goodness, look at her. We have Ilhan Umar. Look at her in a clown outfit, got the thing and her job on. This is how they will look if there was a clown over there, you know. We got Taliba Rashid. Look at her with the red nose so bright. Let me go ahead and move this over a little bit. Hold on for me, guys. Let me center it a little bit. I want to make sure y'all see everybody. We got a Zoran Mondumi right over here in the green, looking like a green leprechaun, trying to juggle. You know you can't juggle. And then we got over here Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren over here. Pocahontas Warren. Look at her. She got her cap and gown. Who is this next? Oh, there it is. That's Gavin Knucklehead Newscomb, right? He got free balloons for all, man. I want my balloon, Gavin, man, and I'm going to get it. We got Schmuck Schumer, Chuck the Schmuck Schumer. Boy, he's a name for a lot of them, right? We got Adam Pencil Neck Shifty Shift. We got Bernie Sanders, man. They're oligarchy, you know. We got Maxine Wicked West Waters over here, boy. Boy, this gonna be real good for the Wizard of Oz. And last but not least, this is Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, better known as Barry Santoros. You know, look at him. He got the fro going on with the actual LGBTQ colors. It's quite fitting though. I didn't plan that. That was AI. I swear I did not say, hey, make that wig. Make that. I did not. I did not do it. It did it. That's the thing about AI. It does it on its own. Look at them here, man. They all smiling. Look at them, happy and smiling. Do I have another one to show you? Let me show another one, man. Boy, and this is coined the phrase. Jason Beatrice coined this phrase, calling it the Democrat fraud squad. For all the fraud, not looking at the voter rolls. Excuse me. Let me see if we got another one. I want it fresh in y'all head. Hold on for a minute. Let me go and pull this up here. Hold on for a minute. Let's take a look at it here. Boy, I tell you, man. Boy, when the photos don't get bad. Oh, yeah, here's another one over here. You know, you got to admit, Skamala Harris was left out on this one by accident, but that's okay, though. This is one of my pride and joy right here. Let me show y'all right here. Let me just make it look a little smaller. I want to make sure nobody got clipped in here. See them all here, the fraud squad, though, man. Look at them all happy and everything. Oh, my goodness. Look at this, though. So who do we have on the left? We're going to work from our left to the right, boy. That's Gavin looking like the Joker, man. That's Gavin Knucklehead Newsom. And then again, we have, who's that? That is Barack Hussein Obama, better known as Barry Santoro, you know. Boy, look at this. And then we also have Pencil Neck Adam Shifty Shift. We got in the pantsuit here, which is Hillary Clinton, Hillary. There she go. We got Schmuck Schumer over here. Look at him. Oh, my God. And who is this? Oh, yeah, we got Hakeem, not the Dream, High Tax Jeffries. There you go. What the hell is AOC doing up here, man? I didn't know she was that flexible. Doing a handstand with her legs up in the Jester Joker outfit. That's about fitting, though, boy. I tell you, man. Look at that, man. I never knew she was that limber, man. What the hell is she doing, man? Look at this, man. Boy, this is their established, some of them. Some of them are, DSA? Oh, my goodness. And we already know who the DSA is AOC. And behind her, we got Polka Dot, Pocahontas Warren. Look at this, man. Boy, say that 3 times, man. Boy, look at that. Look at that. Hold it. And then we got Bernie. Oh, my goodness. Everything Bernie says about the oligarchy. He is filthy rich. But we got to attack the billionaires and the trillionaires, you know. And free balloons for all. Bernie, I want my balloons, man. Let me see here. We got Maxine Wicked West Waters with her tambourine, though. Boy, she will make a good witch on there. And when I do that, off to see the Wizard of Oz, man. This is the scamming bunch right here, guys. There it is. High taxes, right? We talking about allowing illegals into the country, right? We talking what else that they have done? More taxes on the poor, right? We got another tax hike again, and things like that. While all the jobs go overseas and stuff. Y'all remember that? More illegals come in, do the work that the Americans are not willing to work for and be able to get paid for, because you got so many illegal works and stuff. What about the government subsidy programs? Oh, we just give those to the illegals too. Skip the American people. Here they are right here and all their greatness. Look at this. Look at this. Got over here, Chuck, I'm going to say not Chuck, Adam Shifty Shift over here juggling, man. Boy, I tell y'all, man, look at this type of stuff, man. This is just terrible. This is terrible, man. Look at this. Boy, talking about clowning around with American people. This is clowning, ladies and gentlemen. This is what clowning look like. Clowning with with our dollars being spent. The American taxpayers, right? Dollars have been spent because of these bozos. Look at them. Boy, I tell you, man. We gotta leave that up a little bit though, too. You know, it's more impactful though. Therefore, I leave that up there for the trolls. Can I troll? I sure can. I can troll pretty well, right? So there it is right here, boy. The Democrat fraud squad, man. Look at that. Boy, I tell you, man. I didn't know AOC can do that. Man, isn't that something, man? This, oh my goodness. This is just terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, it gets a little better than that. Hold on, I think I got one more here. Hold on for a minute. I think I got one more, man. Let me, hold on for a minute. Boy, I tell y'all. Y'all all right in here, man? We doing pretty good, man. I got to entertain y'all a little bit. Who could do us the clowning more, you know? Got to entertain, you know? Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Hold on for a minute. Let me see if I can pull up. Because, yeah, you got to be, excuse me, you got to be entertained a little bit. And I wanted to get back on my entertaining thing, too. For those that are new here, I always have a segment. Some people that follow me for a while, they know how I get down with my segment. I like to entertain and stuff. This is what brought a lot of people to the party, you know. I treat them as my comedy relief. That's for sure. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on for a minute. Oh, boy. Because I got an animated version of this, guys. And I think it's fitting to go and pull that one up, too, as soon as I can find it. Come on now. All right, let's take a look at it here. Where's my animated one at? All right, trying to find it here. All right. Yeah, this is the animated one. We'll use this one.
Welcome to the greatest show! A unified act! Enough is enough! I've got the plan!
Okay. Here, let me go ahead and pull this over here, too. This is the animated one, ladies and gentlemen. Got to entertain you a little bit. You guys ain't seen this one yet. Hold on for a minute. My other people have. My regulars have seen it. And don't forget to hit that like button. Smash that like button. And hit the subscribe button, because over here we do a lot of clowning too, other than me giving the information and the news and stuff of what they've been doing over here. Boy, we're gonna talk about that too. How the Dems allowed their party to be overtaken by DSA. It's a shame though, isn't it? It's a shame. But let me go ahead and put this on mute so that way they continue playing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and play it. I'm gonna play it. Here we go.
Welcome to the greatest show! A unified act! Enough is enough! I've got the plan!
Play it again.
Welcome to the greatest show! A unified act! Enough is enough! I've got
Free
the plan!
balloons for all. I think that's what it says, yeah. How y'all like that? Oh, my goodness. Boy, look at this. Yeah, so we'll put this over here, too. We just keep it up there for right now. Yeah, boy, I tell you. I tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So that's exactly what it is, though. Let me go and take a peek in the room here, though. Acknowledge some people and stuff, man. I got a lot of return people here, man. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Some random guy speaks, man. I see Stuart. Hold on, let me go down the list. We got Dakota, right? Hamas married children, Black Guy 9. Let me see here, Grant Reed. We have here Stewart 2004. You got Stewart in the house, Red Hood and beyond. All right, got to get we got Bernie in the house. We got Bernie in the house as well, too. We got Bernie, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and do this proper, though. You know, we got Bernie in the house. Yep, these people got some some recognition in here. Yep, we got Red Hood. Yeah, we got Stewart. Yep. Let me see here. We got a lot of my other regulars. They got Black Guy 9 again. All right. We got Coconuts Are Real. Let me see here. Who else is in here? Oh, yeah, we got Grant Reed. Oh, yeah, I remember Grant Reed before from yesterday. That's a beautiful thing, man, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing. Jason Beatrice, you know? Yeah, here we go. Jason Beatrice, like you got some debate going on in the room. We got Bernie again, level up those thumbs up. He's right. Can we get them thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen? Who entertain you the best, you know? Gotta admit, though, some good stuff. So if you could smash that like button and things, where's Chandria? Where's she at? You know? Oh, let me say it here. Here we go. Where's Chandria?
Can we get to 100 likes? Let's go, MAGA.
Let's go, MAGA. Yeah, can we get to 100 likes today? Come on now. We can do it. We can do it, ladies and gentlemen. We got Jigsaw in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jigsaw says, man, I need some weed. Smoke weed every day. Hold on, I got you one better. Hold on for a minute. Where my sound bite at? Hold on for a minute. I got one better for you. Hold on for a minute. Here we go.
Smoke weed every day.
There we go. So here, I got that for you, Jigsaw. I got you covered. We got Hard Right. Ladies and gentlemen, transgender of all ages, you know. We got, I know though, Hard Right. I know, ain't that something, boy? And then for my baby crying sound, y'all know how I used to do it. Boy, that's the one that made me famous. Let me see here. Yep, we got some people in the house in here. That's returned. All right, it's okay. Lips, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. The DSA, boy, they gonna be crying now. DSA commies, it's okay. It's okay, just let it happen. We're gonna get you some McDonald's afterwards, you know. Oh, it's okay, get it out. Boy, I tell you, get it out. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Boy, I tell y'all, man, ain't that something? This is what you got. This is what you got, man. We're cooking over here today, ladies and gentlemen. Cooking these old, look at them, these old DSA socialist commie DMs, man. Boy, I tell you, man. A fraud squad. You got that right, Jason Beatrice. I'm going to post you up on there for saying that. The fraud squad. It's the fraud squad, boy. The fraud squad. This is what we have here. Defrauding the American people. Ain't that something? Boy, I tell you. There's more evidence is going to come out about it. Because, you know, it's just mighty funny. California, you know. Boy, we're going to get down to it. You know, I still got to say alleged right now for legal purposes. Sorry. So, you know how that is. Until it actually come out, you know, that's what it is. So, yeah. So they told me I got to start saying that, ladies and gentlemen. Jigsaw says, she sounds like it a 10-man. I know, right? Boy, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful, wonderful Wizard of Oz, you know? Oh, man, on that yellow brick road. Oh, my goodness, though. I'm acknowledging a lot of you guys that are in here. Did I miss anybody else? Yeah, I think Tanya Zimmer will probably be here a little later, you know? So, yeah. Denise Farmer, is she in here yet? I don't see her yet, but I get the thing out for anyway, though, for the ladies, the conservative women of MAGA, you know? And they're proud of it, too. They're proud to be conservative. You know, nothing wrong with it, though. Conservative women they just are better, you know? Better wives, better girlfriends. When you got a conservative that love Trump, it's all good. Boy, I tell you, you know, Trump is the GOAT. The GOAT. Yeah, I appreciate it, Black Guy 9. Facts, Tony. It's just facts. Got that right. Yeah. But other than that, though, yeah, so let me go back over here. Let me see here. Coconuts are real. Let me see here. Yep. So other than that, though, yeah, just leave Eric Klein alone, though, because he got a membership, though, you know. So, yeah, that's the thing about it. Can't block a member, man. Can't block a member, man. You know what I'm saying? So let him be, you know. You know, no matter, I think I remember how he got the membership, but that's okay, though, you know. That's okay. Main thing is that, yeah, main thing is that we're just talking on what's going on here right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is the thing here. So let me see here. What else is going on here? We got Tim Waltz. Hold on for a minute.
It's hurtful. We have fought 3 decades to get this out of our schools. Kids know better than to use it. But look, this is what Donald Trump has done.
Yeah. This is what Trump has done. But yet, Tim Walz is the same person that said that, hey, no, we actually have to normalize this type of language. We have to normalize how we insult our political opponents on the campaign trail. This is what he said about President Trump.
But look, this is what Donald Trump has done. He's normalized this type of hateful behavior and this type of language.
Well, maybe it's time for us to be a little meaner. And when it's adult like Donald Trump, you bully the shit out of him back.
What we should demonize is people like Elon Musk. Although I will say this, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying.
This guy is not no leader, and this is a how long ago is this here? Hold on for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. How long ago is this? Yeah, Black Guy Perspective, man. He's got 1 million subscribers, man. Yep. We all love his content. A lot of y'all know who he is, though, you know. He got great content, man, you know. Everybody have their way of, delivering the news and stuff like that, you know. I guys got to put a little bit more humor in it, you know what I'm saying? Clowning and all the rest of the stuff. But, yeah, that's just what we do over here, man. That's what we do. Let me see here. I'm trying to think of when did this come out. When did this come out here? Because let me see here. This is like 8 months ago. Okay. Yeah, because this is not updated. Hold on for a minute. We got to see some more of the people crying. Wait a moment. There we go. Let me see here. Uh-oh. Got him up. Yeah, stay back. Stay back.
This is the freedom. I'm coming to my process immigration. What country are you from? I'm from Western Sahara.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. We don't care. We don't care to know where he's coming from and none of that type of stuff. You know, look at this brother here with the MAGA cap on, man. He kept telling them, man, look at this here, man. How long ago was this one here? All right, yeah, this is 8 months ago. Still cool, though. Still relevant. You know, I like that one.
If you want a good laugh today, check this out.
Somalis are not terrorizing this nation. We are helping it thrive. Somalis have always seen themselves as the fabric of this nation. So not only are we not going anywhere,
You don't think so?
we are not going to allow any.
And this is back 8 months ago. You can imagine what it's like now. They are all going away, boy. TPS, the temporary protection status, has been removed. Every single Somali, right? This is like a hunt, like, you know what I'm saying? Hunting down, you know, we will find you, you know, and when we catch you, you're going back to Somalia, you know what I'm saying? Back to life, back to reality. Boy, y'all know about soul to soul. You don't know nothing about no soul to soul, you know what I'm saying?
To make us feel less Minnesotan or less American.
First and foremost, Little Miss Brusband. I don't feel American. I am American, so no one can make me feel less than or less like something that I already am because I was born that. And the real problem stems from the fact that you believe that you are the fabric of this nation. By the way, that metaphor refers to people that share fundamental structures, values, beliefs, you know, culture and all this stuff. Didn't you come from Somalia, where the country's major fabric is Islam, what holds that nation together? And in Islam, you either convert or die. That's their belief system, correct? Or you force them to believe what you believe. Didn't Minnesota change their flag for you? See, if you were the fabric of this nation as you're espousing, you wouldn't have come to change the area.
That's another thing that pisses me off, though, you know, that you tried, I'm going to say try. You didn't change the flag. You tried to change it. But the American flag is the only flag we need to be celebrating, though, and flying high, though. We don't acknowledge no other flag from no other nation, you know. You can do that in your home, but your job is to simulate and become American. They did not do that, you know. Look at only in Minnesota, they have went over and beyond You even had was it a mayor over there speaking in Somali? Boy, I tell you, man, they don't get no, but boy, I tell you, even had him speaking in Somali. I said, looked at the white guy speaking in Somali, man. I tell you, man, they had all type of restaurants, right? That, you know, they love that rice and bananas and stuff like that, man. Rice and banana eating stuff, boy, I tell you, go ahead and say it.
And you would assimilate and join in and share your culture and share your beliefs without forcing.
That's the thing about it. Like he said, just if you were to allow yourself to assimilate into American culture, you know, and not do this frauding stuff, this is where they got a lot of them in trouble, right? Let's go and keep it real. And for the ones that didn't have a hand in it, you know how that goes, though. See, I would have spoke up.
Anybody,
I'm not going to go back being deported back to Somalia for you. You know, I'll be telling everything.
No means no. But you guys don't believe in that. If I don't believe what you believe.
All right, let's see this one. All right, see right here. What is this? Charlie Kirk. He addressed Islam is the sword the left is using to slit the throat of America, man. Wow. Man, Charlie Kirk was bad, man. He was, man, this guy here, man. I never heard it put like this. Let me read it again. Charlie Kirk, quote, and this was on, look at it. Got the blue check mark. You know it's him. He says that Islam is the sword the left is using to slit the throat of America, boy. A room, it says here, a room full of Muslims from Somalia chanting Allahu Akbar, you know, Allahu Akbar, that's what they're saying. Allah, that means God is great, right? Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, you know, in Minnesota, it's the national security threat right here. This is what they're doing, though, you know. That really just means God is great. That's what that means, but, you know, But, you know, when they slick the throat of an infidel, they say the same word, you know. You know what I'm saying? Allahu Akbar, you know. You know, I live in, you know, I'm over here in Dearborn, so I know. Boy, I tell you, man, look at this. Hold on for a minute.
Social services. They are led by this guy, and this is his staff. And turns out they get $2,375 for every Somalian they bring over. But we have to ask the question, why are they coming over here in the first place? And another surprise, turns out our government was funding a dictatorship in Somalia throughout the Cold War, led by Saeed Barre. And this dictatorship led to clan favoritism and overall just destabilized the country, and it inevitably collapsed in 1991. Also, our troops were over there. This is where the movie Black Hawk Down comes from.
Remember what I'm saying? Look at this.
But overall, Somalians have no right to be in America, especially North Dakota and Minnesota. They don't integrate into our societies. They carry over their clan mentalities. If you personally have never interacted with a Somalian or just don't believe me, I would recommend checking out Nick Shirley's video he did the other day. What do you guys think about all this?
I'm going to tell you what we all think about this, because you're absolutely right about them not assimilating. I did many lives about them and the others. They're not the only ones. There's many of them. I'm talking about in that Muslim situation, though, right? Because if you look at Somalis, Syrians, and all the rest of them, right? You know, they don't assimilate, though. It's going to be their way. They got the flags up. They got that ezan. They had to call the prayer in the morning. When you hear the Allahu Akbar, Shuhadu Alay Allah, you know, you're going to hear that 5 a.m. in the morning, right? Fajr prayer, the earliest prayer in the morning. You're going to hear it. That's what the big situation, the controversy happened. A guy was just asking him at the town hall, man, do you have to have it blaring 5 a.m. in the morning? This is not the Middle East. If the Middle East was so great, why don't you go there? Why you trying to come over here and then trying to push your belief systems, right? This is a Christian nation, though, right? And you got other people that got other religions too, But you don't hear the Sikhs, you don't hear Hindus and their stuff going on. You don't hear the Buddhist stuff going on. They do all this stuff inside of the temple. You guys, some of y'all, not all of them, but some of them, man, they got that Ezan in the morning, boy. I tell you though, you hear the call to prayer, Allahu Akbar, you know what I'm saying? You hear that, oh man, oh my goodness, oh man, you hear it every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this, man. Nobody here is being, Islamic phobe. I got friends that are Muslim. I don't hear them doing a call of prayer on a big, loud speaker outside at 5 a.m. How would y'all feel about that? That's the question, right? How would you feel 5 a.m. in the morning every day? Because there's 5 times a day that they got to pray. And that's the first one. It's the Fajr. I'm talking about Juma. They do the Juma prayer thing on Fridays. Fajr is the early in the morning, 5 a.m., Every Muslim got to get up and they hear that Ezan and stuff. You guys as Muslim in the room, you know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the app that you can download on your phone or whatever, and you hear it go off. You hear go, Allah, even do the Ezan thing, man. But that's on your phone. You don't need to have this big old speaker blaring. What if everybody is not Muslim, man? Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and play it some more here.
Down in the comments below. My name's Jeb Ball. Like and follow for more America First content.
America First.
Donald Trump, my English not good. One day you said Somalia, no government, no safety, no nothing. Let's talk about America. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, that was that.
What the?
Let's talk about America, what Charlie Craig was, huh?
What the?
Everything was there. Police was there, but they didn't stop. Why? No, America, no safety.
Okay, we can't hear this, man. We can't hear nobody dumping on America. But I'm just saying, though, we know that Somalia, right, have no operating form of government at all. Chaos is everywhere, right? Can you imagine having a family in Somalia and you have the children and the warlords? You see people with the AK-47s and all. Man, I saw Black Hawk Down, man, and that was in Mogadishu when that plane went down, man. Does it look like a place that is safe? Does it look like a place that's friendly? And if you, like he said, if you are not a Muslim, life can be bad for you, especially in Somalia. Nobody go to I'm going to have my trip. Where you going to go? I'm going to Somalia on my vacation, I'm going to go there for 3 weeks. We're going to go in Mogadishu. We're going to tour the ruins, watch how they fight amongst each other and all that. We're going to enjoy some of their food and their banana rice and all the rest of that stuff. Nobody is talking about, I want to go over there for a destination, right? It's not even a country anymore. It failed, right? Oh, man, look at this, man. Boy, I tell you, man, look at this. And this is why people are trying to come up. They trying to come up. Let me see. I'm just going to play this here. Oh, look at that darn head. Look like a light bulb, man. Oh, my goodness, man.
Hello guys, now welcome back again.
Oh my goodness.
Now these are the very Somalis who used to say they don't want any help from black people, and you could see.
Oh man, we ain't gonna go through that. Hold on for a minute, I ain't gonna deal with that, man. Ain't gonna deal with that.
Let's rock in.
Get off there.
jawaabteedu waxay ahayd dawladda Mareykanka waxay ka qabanaysaa wixii annaga aan dhahno dawladda Mareykanka qabo.
What the?
Waa kalsoonidaas inaan isku qabno annaga Soomaali haddii aan nahay.
Oh my goodness.
Wadankan annaga ku nool. Wadankan wadankii aan annaga tax ka dhiibno waaye. Waa wadankii gabadha idinka dhalatayne ee Congress-ka fadhiso.
What the?
intii aniga aan Congress joogo. Wadanka Soomaaliya biyaheeda dad kaleeta iyo badeeda dad kale ma qaadanayaan. wadanka Mareykankana kuma taageerayo dad kaleeta in annaga ayna dhacaan. Marka taas ka seexda.
Don't make any sense. To protect the interests of Somalia, take your Somali butt back over to Somalia. We don't need you in government. You should never been in government. We're going to get you out of there. Yes, we are, though, because now that TPS is lifted, though, We're going to get all of you back over there to Somalia, right? Take what you have. If it's scamming, whatever y'all do, take that ish over there. We don't want you. We don't want it over here. And now that TPS is ended, Trump have already signed off on it. Boy, I tell you, I know Ilhan right now, she's over here shaking like a leaf, man. Boy, I tell you, man. Rightfully so, though, ladies and gentlemen, because how did she not know anything about this fraud either, you know? They all are guilty over there in Minnesota, Minneapolis. Look at her. And when she be talking, it just, I don't know about you guys, but I just get irritated just by hearing it. It's that tone. It's like you taking your hands and going down the chalkboard. That's what it feels like every time I hear her talk, man. I got to tell the truth. I can't take it. I'm only playing this so that way you guys can hear it for yourself. I can't deal with it, man. This woman over here have the opportunities coming over here to the United States of America. You could have been anything, anybody. But you came over here, you got into government, right? Which is something that we have to change. Because the reason that we banging on Ilhan Omar so bad, because she, right? She said Somalia first, Somalia. That's her first interest. She's saying it right here in her own language. Her only interest is Somalia, right? We care for the interests of the Somali people in Somalia. But you in the government over here in America, where you're supposed to be in your district, her district is only Somalia. That's it. We don't care about the Americans. We don't care about anybody else. This is for Somalia first. Therefore, Ilhan, you got yourself a one-way ticket back to Somalia because we want you gone, you know. You don't serve no purpose in the position that you have, congressman, whatever. You don't serve no purpose here. If you talking about big and bad about Somalia, you should go back home and build Somalia up. Make Somalia great again. Take what you have learned here. But we already know because your daddy did some bad things over there. I'm just saying. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. But you can't stay here. No matter where you go. We don't care where you go. You just can't stay here in America no more. We want you gone, man. Straight up.
What we were told over and over again is if that we go over there and we fight them over there, we will not have to fight them here. And now here we are. We're retired. We're out. We're ready to start pursuing a life of our own. And what does this country do to that enemy that we went over there and we fought to keep over there because that's what we were told? We kissed our families goodbye. I watched my wife cry while I got on that bus to go to the airport or go to the airfield. I watched my son cry because he didn't know if or when he was going to see me again. And then I come home. I've been retired for 8 years. And I come home and what are we seeing? We're seeing entire communities being taken over by the very people that we fought to keep off of our shores.
Telling the truth.
Dearborn Mission is completely freaking taken over.
It's true. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. I'm just saying. These are your DSA people, as I mentioned before. And they've been here. It ain't just like, oh, yeah, they just popped up. I already did the videos on the stuff. They appeared in the black community. What you see in the black community is spilled out, right? Because you got a lot of lawlessness in these so-called black cities. And you're going to have lawlessness everywhere it goes, though. This is one of the things they count on, right? Look at this stuff, boy. I tell you, you can't make this stuff up. Let's see here. Anything else here? Hold on, guys. Okay, here he is here. Hold on for another Somali boy.
Somalia, bro. I'm going to start up a new life there. I don't know who I'm going to meet. I might meet some criminals on the run, but that's live. I'm trying to meet some drill rappers. I'm trying to meet a few people out there. I'm not only going to be going to Mogadishu. Obviously, the whole country is non-extradition treaty, innit? Even though I can't, like, why am I saying that? Because I'm not even a criminal. But, bro, do you get what I'm saying? I'm tired of London. I'm tired of Northwest London. I'm tired of this whole city, bro.
Can be taken back
all
to
roads lead to Rome. Banna. All roads are leading to Mogadishu, Somalia, bro. I'm moving. I'm
back over there.
gone. Muslim country. We're going to rebuild our country from the ground up.
There
and I'm
we
going to
go.
be the first one to do it, bro.
There you
Let's go. End of this year,
That's
it's in Somalia.
Go.
Here we
now,
go.
This is a Somali boy right here that I like. Heard what he said. He said, let's go. He's tired of being in London and these other places. It's time to build Somalia. And if you are Somali in this room, it's time to build Somalia. Go home. Your people need you. Listen what this boy here got a lot of sense. They need you, right? They need you, right? That's what it is, though. Look at this.
Bro, I don't know the language, but I'm going to learn it.
Hold on for a minute.
It just gets bad in here, man. I just don't want to be here no more.
Hold on for a minute. You back home, bro. You learned some things being in America. I don't know how long you've been in America, you know. Well, you know, you could start by maybe learning how to cut some hair. And so that way you can get your hair cut and get a nice fade, you know what I'm saying? And things. That's one thing. You got to learn to build up your infrastructure. You need businesses and jobs. You need a government. You got to start somewhere, you know. You have to start somewhere. Begging back to be back in America, though. You had an opportunity over here. And what did a lot of your people do? Squander it, right? You have some bad apples. There's minority groups. And unfortunately, you back over here, you know, and things. So, you know, this is how it goes. You're going to be all right. You just got to man up and toughen up, you know, and build up Somalia like that one boy. Build Somalia. Go ahead.
Pray to God just... I'm just tired of you guys talking about me and just always talking shit. You guys just don't even know how to just leave me alone.
It sounds like a quitter, though. You back in your home country. You guys got to work it out. You just have to work it out. Just like over here in America had to be worked out. There's a lot of things that was bad and wrong, but we worked it out. You guys got to work it out, man. You know, it's not our problem no more. You already been deported and stuff like that. Stop all this begging. You're not coming back over to America, you know? No. And repeat what you already have happened. Some of y'all been here since 91, man. And you mean to tell me you ain't learned nothing? You've been over here, what's about 30 years? Come on now. Boy, I tell you. Over 30 years, right? Yeah. More like 40. Come on now.
Say it.
Look at this, boy. I tell you, man. Come on now.
Africans talking about getting in to American politics, but understanding that they are 100% Somalian and they will never change. Now, in this clip that I'm about.
And the blacks got to start, and they're waking up now, though, because Somali don't even call themselves black. They are very clannish, like many of these other Middle Eastern countries, though. They really are. Nepotism, clannish, and things like that. If you ain't of their people, whatever the village are, whatever, and if you're not them, right? And I know, boy, come to Dearborn. I'm telling you right now, very, very clannish, man. And they will circumvent you. It's all deadlock with errors, businesses and all, man. You think you're going to go in there and do better? No, right? This ain't assimilating, though, at all. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's going on. Brother he don't even telling the truth. Go ahead, brother.
Mr. Ali, Hassan Ali, is talking, and he's letting it be known that Ilhan Omar is there to take a black American seat in Congress.
You hear this? And that's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing. Let's go on and keep it real. Boy, I tell you, man, this is the type of foolishness here that we're talking about, man. Hold on for a minute.
It is very important in Ilhan tayo, Somali tayo, measures no. Somalia or accidents tayo.
All this stuff is old, ladies and gentlemen, but I said for those that are coming in, I said it would be nice. That way we can get some people that are crying from Somalia, how they don't want to go back to Somalia. But my thing is simply this. Now that the temporary protection status that Trump removed, it's all open season. ICE is going to be coming. The ice storm is coming. I already said the ice storm is going to be coming, right? And there's no political policy. There's no group at this point that can stop the inevitable. It's going to happen. Just let it happen. But you have to build Somalia. Be like that young boy. I put him up here on the reason and purpose. He said that we have to go home and build Somalia. You can't build something in another country. This is not Somalia. And y'all still the minority group. You're not the majority group. As you talking about, you're going to build up Somalia here. It's not Mogadishu, little Mogadishu over there in Minnesota, Minneapolis. It's not, look, listen, you want to get deported. All those businesses, all this, look at it right now. We're going to be able to have affordability once again, ladies and gentlemen. Now that a lot of them are going to be going, Americans will be able to go back in those old Somali communities and stuff like that and take it back. We're going to take that Somali flag down. We're going to replace it with the American flag. Where's my American flag at? I'm going to put my American flag up, man, because it ain't nothing greater than the American flag. Wait a moment, gay ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and pull that good old beautiful American flag back up. Because so that you know, a lot of them are not even American, ladies and gentlemen. They hate America, man, so much. But that's okay, though, man. We love America and that good old American flag. We're going to put a red, white, and blue, you know what I'm saying? Land of the free and the home of the brave, man. Ain't that a beautiful thing, man? We have survived. We have fought wars and all kind of stuff, though, so that way we can be free, you know what I'm saying? This is what it means to be free. You had an opportunity when you were over here. This is a reason why I put this flag up. Look at all the reasons right here. This is the American flag. Let me put me down right here. This is the American flag of the United States of America. Don't you forget it. This flag right here, you know what I'm saying? And there was a Marine, old school Marine, that told me on the bulb of the flag pole, there's a little bulb over there. And he said there's a matches, and I believe there's something else in there. I didn't even know this, but he told me. He said this was something that the old school Marines were taught. In case if the country ever get taken over, you break that bulb at the top of that flagpole. There's a bulb at the top. You break that yellow bulb over there, get the matches, and you set the flag on fire. You burn it up so that way they would never desecrate and destroy the flag. That's what a Marine told me. I didn't even know this. A Marine told me this, man. Beautiful thing, man. This is what it is right here, man. The American flag. That's why y'all always see it on my channel. I'm one of the few patriot, want to give a lot of praise to the military people, right? Because y'all, without you guys, I want the people to really realize how powerful and how great of a nation that we have. Because we have brave men and women that have fought, given their lives for this country, for you to be able to sit up here and criticize America. Ain't that something? Because if it was anywhere else, you would not be able to criticize I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. For those that say, I want to move on out, I hate America. You know what I'm saying? I be telling my cousin, you will find out soon enough. Because, she hates Trump. But she's going to find out soon enough when you go in these other countries what you can and what you can't say, because they do not have a constitution. They only been given privileges. We have rights over here. This is the big difference between privileges and rights. UK have privileges. Australia have privileges. What else? Germany. We can name all the Europe. Name the country. There is no country greater than the United States of America. I don't care if you go as far as Japan, Korea, or whatever, and ain't none of them. They have no type of constitution than what we have. They just have privileges, right? You name the country on the earth. We're the greatest country on earth, right? This is why God smiles on us. Where, God shared his grace on me. That's what I'm saying. We got a lot to be thankful for. Being able to give and do a live stream like this, right? I can have freedom of speech to a degree. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this is what makes America great. The freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, and the freedom of the press, right? It used to mean something before Obama took over the Smith-Monk Act and changed it around, where all they do was mainstream news and all of them, and they just put out propaganda. America didn't used to be this way until Obama came in and he changed it to protect the Dems. And you always know who basically to protect the Dems. It's the media. They still control the media, unfortunately, for right now. And we got to congratulate Carrie Lake. Carrie Lake, boy, one of my favorites. She ran for the Arizona governor. Carrie Lake is going to be the new press secretary, y'all. I think I heard something about that. So, because Caroline Levitt is leaving. She wants to spend time with her new baby boy or baby girl, whatever she had, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Caroline Levitt, man. Yep, just as smart. Yep. Just as smart as she can be, boy. Ain't that something? But yeah, Carrie Lake is that, she's that deal, man. Carrie Lake, she's that deal, man. You know what I'm saying? They was afraid of her in Arizona, though, man. That girl, Katie Hobbs, who was the governor over there, she was shaking like a boy. She didn't want to challenge that girl on no debate. Hecky no, boy. Scared of her own shadow, man. Not Carrie Lake. Some of y'all, I used to live in Arizona. Some of y'all are from Arizona. You know what I'm talking about, man. Some of y'all go back with the, what's his name? Newt Gingrich, you know what I'm saying? Big apple head Newt, you know what I'm saying? But he got a big head, though. Man, no disrespect. He got a big head, though. I'm just saying, But other than that, he can't even get a football helmet on that head, boy. I bet you, that'd be a special made, boy, for that head, boy. I can tell you, he can just go on and suit on up, Boy, some guys that got these big old hands, though, too. These old big, gigantic hands. I ain't got hands like that, but they some hands, man. I'm talking about those big old sausage, thick fingers and stuff like that. Look like a darn hot dog, boy. 4 fingers in the thumb, big, thick boys on that hand, man. You could roll that hand up and paint it red. Talking about, I don't need no boxing gloves. Boy, I tell you, somebody get hit with those big hands, you know what I'm saying? Like Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson had those big hands, boy. Back in the days in the boxing, they were just slugging them out straight up, though. Jack Johnson. Oh, my goodness. Boy, I tell you, even he got a pardon by Trump. Shout out to Jack Johnson, boy. Boy, I tell you, man. Y'all all right? Y'all all right? Let me see here. Let me go and take a look in the room a little bit. Let me see here. We got Damage in the house. Hold on for a minute. Damage in the house. Hold on for a minute. Where my? Oh yeah. Damage is in the house. Yeah, Newt Gingrich. Yeah, that man is very smart. Yeah, I know, right? I ain't banging on him like that. I'm just saying, hit cranium. It could be something to it, Damage. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Newt Gingrich. Newt. Shout out to Newt Gingrich again. Whoops, wrong one. Shout out to Newt. Yeah, I know, right, Damage? Congratulations on Carrie Lake, though, too. Hold on, guys. I got to use the restroom again. Got to do a restroom break. But yeah, Damage, though, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Beautiful thing. Hold on for a minute. Let me go ahead and put the other one on again. Had to use that restroom and stuff. But yeah, though, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's what it is, though. That is what it is, So yeah, talking about that. But yeah, you're right, Damage, man. Yeah, Carrie Lake. I really like Carrie Lake, man. I think she's going to be a great press secretary, man. She really is. I'm looking forward to seeing her throw down, man. Let me see here. Coconuts are real. Matt No Spamming, thanks for your contribution. I know that's right, though. Black Guy 9, thanks for joining us. You liberal. boy, Black Guy 9 be on him, boy. I tell you, go cry somewhere else. Yeah, go cry at the river, because we don't care about all that. All we know is that we're winning. We already have taken back this country and stuff like that. We have whooped them. We whooped the libs. We talked about the DSA. How did y'all like the thing yesterday when we talked about the black women and stuff like that? How they used to dress, how they used to carry themselves versus today. It's just a disgrace. Not all black women, but some of them, you know what I'm saying? And there are small minority groups, just like you have the small minority groups of black men with the pants sagging. Every black man don't walk around like that. But the negative outlook, you know what I'm saying, is being pushed in Hollywood and media and so forth, where this urban thing, they act like this is the normal thing, which is not. Boy, I tell you, man, Boy, I tell you. But yeah, but it's been real good and fun, though. Cooking, and steady be cooking, you know what I'm saying? Boy, look at that beautiful flag, man. And I'm glad to see you around, Dakota. I see you. Yep, Boy, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Boy, I tell you, man, what, we got some people in here. They're like, y'all got, boy, there's more and more of you guys over here, man. It's battling them. Man, I haven't seen, Angela, a child of God, man. Angela, anybody seen Angela, a child of God, man? You know what I'm saying? Boy, I'm over here looking for Angela, the child of God, man. And where is Texas Jane at? Texas Jane, what happened, man? I haven't seen Texas Jane in a while, man, you know? Boy, I tell you, man, Texas Jane, man. Boy, we got to get Texas Jane back. But yeah, man, it's been really, really good, though, cooking them, man. Cooking these clowns is what we do, you know, taking over the Strait of Hormuz real soon. Yeah, it's going to be part of the U.S. territories, though. That's what Trump said. Man, ain't that a beautiful thing, man? It's going to be part of the U.S. territories, the Strait of Hormuz, man. And in the beautiful thing, man, they are broke over there in I'm talking about over there in Iran. They broke as a joke, man. I tell you, man. They over here giving idle threats. Did y'all hear what he had to say, Damage? Did y'all all hear what they had to say? Talking about we owe them $300 billion, and how Trump bombed their country and all this stuff. Man, we wait for the day until the IRGC is eradicated, man. I tell you got that right, Black Guy 9. American power, man. Boy, I tell you, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Yep, beautiful thing. But yeah, man, we are winning, ladies and gentlemen. We are winning. Yep. Yeah, don't put that lie out about Trump and everything. Don't put that lie out like that about Trump now. Yep. Yep, don't put that lie out about that. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. To my Fox News, don't you do it. You said Trump is, don't you do it. Don't you say about Trump being dead. Don't you do it. Boy, I tell you, man. No lies in here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't do it. Yep, don't do it. Don't put no lies out about that about Trump. Yeah, yeah, don't you do it. Don't you do it. I'm over here. I'm reading what you're saying there. I know Trump is a lot of things, but when somebody over here, how many times someone had to try to assassinate Trump? Well, I mean, he said that he was dead. Now, that's low, though, man. This is low, man, right here, man. Right? Boy, I tell you, man, I tell you, that should be an automatic ban. Yeah, get him out of here, man. He's absolutely right, Damage. You guys got to, when they put up stuff like this, Trump dead, get him out of here. You know? Yeah, because that's the thing. You know, you wouldn't be, this is a untrue falsehood. This guy here just telling a lie. Right? Because you wish that was the case. right? And it's karma, because when you wish death on somebody, it's a reciprocity. That's one thing I do not mess with. It ain't the person I hate that much where I wish death on them. You got to check yourself, but we ain't got to worry about him no more. He don't deserve to be in the room. And if he comes back again, you get him out again. We don't want him. Now, that'll get you banned. Live, that's what y'all get. We can deal with a lot of things, but you don't come up in here talking about Trump, talking about he did and all this other stuff. No, you ain't gonna allow that in here. That's an all-time low. You know what I'm saying? An all-time low. Who in the hell is this dude? What the? That's why I say, man, Yeah, that's cool. Coconuts are real. I know one of y'all got them, because we don't tolerate that, man. We don't tolerate that at all, man. You know what I'm saying? You come for Trump like this, boy, as much as what Trump did. Black Guy 9 says, thank you, Tony. I appreciate you guys as well, too. You too, there, Black Guy 9, man. Sure do. I'm not even going to post what he said. That's why I like the comments the way they are right now. You know what I'm saying? That way we don't even have to see that foolishness. He may see it in the thing on the repeat, man, afterwards. But yeah, man. Yep. Now, Jose, you said Trump died a long time ago. Now, one thing, like I told you, this is going to get you banned. You know what I'm saying? Trump died a long time ago. Y'all know what to do. Because, like I said, though, yep. Nice. Anyone else? That's just too low. I would never wish death on Joe Biden. I would never wish death on Barack Obama. That's one thing. I may not like his policies, but I would never wish death on these guys. But this is how insane they are with Trump. Boy, I tell you, man. See you later, Jose. Boy. You got Salty Savage in the house. You know what I'm saying? Watch the swearing, though, Bat Mite, or you'll find yourself timed out for 30 minutes. I give you one warning. Now, come again. You know you got more. You got to show your intelligence more than just showing with swearing and cussing. You don't have to do that. Okay, he cussed again. Put him in a 30-minute timeout, Bat Mite, please. I appreciate it. We ain't got time for this nonsense stuff. This is what I'm saying, though, guys. We are winning, and we have whooped the dumber KKK rats. Well, the only thing they know how to do is come in here with F words and stuff. Trans Tifa and stuff. Come in my room. They all in their feelings, all zesty and everything. Boy, I tell you, man. Let me see. Shall we look at some of the Trans Tifa boys or whatever? I know we've been banging on the Somali people. Hold on for a minute. To show you how out of place and out of pocket they are. Let me see here. We call them Trans Tifa. Let me see here. Yeah, here they are right here.
I was going to come here and be really fluffy and be really nice. And
yeah, this is them right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this.
Yeah, be really lovely and queer and gay.
Let me see exactly. Oh my goodness!
I was gonna come here.
I can't take it, guys. I can't.
I was gonna come here.
No. No. Let me see here. This is the Trans Tifa thing. The rise of Trans Tifa, not Antifa, but Trans Tifa.
Trans Tifa.
All right, hold on for a minute. Got music going on there. Why you gotta put the music in? It ain't that serious. It ain't dramatic. Why are we giving them all this? Why? All right, let me see here. There we go. Let me see. I got the intro stuff.
And when did that become the thing? When did it become, the norm to shoot down somebody's shit because you don't like how it sails? And that's where I've lost so much of all of the things that are happening right now, where it's just a cloud of confusion. I support anyone's civil liberties, personally, and I definitely, and I encourage anybody, if whatever makes you happy, if you want to identify as a man.
We got the jump out bourbons over here.
It is.
Here come.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Look at this. Yeah, and Trump got a trap for him, though, too, man. And he got a trap for him because we know what's about to come in things pretty soon in this country and stuff like that. And Trump is going to be already aware of it, though. You know, we got pretty much know some of the playbooks and the of what they do and stuff like that with a lot of these, what we call, saying when they're doing not blackouts per se, but when they actually doing when they break into the computers and stuff like that, when the computers go down and all this other stuff, and then they got their foot soldiers and stuff. Look at them. Yeah, man, these people are insane, man. That's why I say there's really no way that we can coexist with these insane people, man. Not at all.
Yeah. Yeah, for everyone that's jumping in that hasn't seen in a while, I appreciate you jumping in and sharing the stream as well.
Now, this is back in, this is, actually, this is June the 17th, 2023. I want to try to find something a little bit more recent than that. I should be looking at, this is 3 months here, 5 months, 10 months, 10 months over here, out of control. This is 3 years. This is 3 months right here. Oh. They got the music going, so yeah, they always got to have the music. Hold on for a minute. See, and this is the thing about it. It ain't that drip. You know how it go. Here it is. Got to take the music out. This is 3 months ago. You got somebody in a stormtrooper outfit. Are you serious? I like Star Wars, man, but are you kidding me? You got somebody dressed up like a stormtrooper. Look at it. Pretty good looking costume, I must say. This is a stormtrooper right here. What does a stormtrooper have to do with this trans Tifa stuff? When he's over there holding up the flag, I think that's the flag of Argentina. That's what it reminds me of. Look like the flag of Argentina, right? Boy, I tell you, man. Oh, man. Boy, look at this here. And then, see, they over here attacking these guys, see? They attacked him with the camera. They probably broke the camera. That's what they do. And what they're up against some patriots too, man. Yep, and no one's going to look at him. That's what you got to do, man. Right? Pushed over his bike. They over here taking down the tent. They got the police over here. Look at this. They drug the tent off. Look at this. This is what they do. Police is just allowing them just to do it. They take your property, vandalize your property, steal it. Now, these tents don't cost, that one like that probably maybe about $60, $70. But the point is that they took their property. That's the thing about it, man, you know. Attack the cameraman, man. Yep. That's, yep. Let me see here. They got the trans Tifa sing-alongs. You got the guy in the stormtrooper. He took the helmet off. Man, I can't even take this stuff serious, man. It's just really sad. This is at the time when the country was going through. If we were to go back and wind it back, and maybe one day I should just do this. If we were to wind it back, though, I got you guys covered though too for the membership thing, because we're gonna do a special membership live stream, though, you know. I mean, trying to get more members on here. I got to contact offline, man, so we can get that Discord thing. I actually have, but we can go over it and things like that. Boy, look at this. Boy, I tell you, man. It's just Portland, man. ICE riots. Boy, I tell you, man, I can't look at it. It's too scary. Okay, that's a little porcupine there. I'll be watching those porcupine videos, man. It boy, it be looking tripped out to me, man. Look at him. Oh, man. Woo, man. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, though. Boy, I tell you, man, it's some weird stuff going on with them, man. There's some weirdos, man. They really are, man. We got another MAGA person over here. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Make America great. Hold on for a minute, guys. Got the music. Got to kill it. All right. The Oreo Express. My Pillow. Yep. Yeah. You already know who that is. Michael Lindell. Hold on. Let me just go ahead on it. Let me see. You got music?
Let's have some customer service. And it was just frustrating. So I didn't get to finish that because I had to rush home right now. And I'm just like, man, customer service these days just suck. I guess they figure, you know what, you have to depend on us. And I don't use them for a whole lot. The only reason I originally had them is because Rumble is out of Canada. When I used to receive checks from Rumble, other banks would charge me a processing fee because it's a Canadian company, even though right-winger.
Taxpayers, also other tax.
Shane Goldmacher. The perspective.
Trying to think here. I don't know what's going on here. It's trying to think.
Something from
rail about the tax cuts and for that do benefit wealthy taxpayers, also other taxpayers too, but that
let's see here
have an impact for them and the impact on lower income working class voters, the healthcare cuts that they can face. Can they?
All right, guys, hold on. That's enough of that, though, man. We also have the other guy. Y'all remember Hassan Piker? Yeah, this guy here is one of the leading of the top when we come down to DSA, man. Yeah, man. Boy, I tell you, woke 2.0, man. This dude right here.
I'm a little bit of a centrist on this woke stuff in many respects. It goes back to the same issue. We want to improve people's lives. We want to uplift the working class. We want to offer the American working class an opportunity for a better future.
These educated dudes that never, really fit into society. They were bullied. They were picked on, right? So there it is, though. These educated group of people, right, that wanted to basically take over America, take over the demo. They had to do it by taking over the demo KKK rats, push this and sell a dream, sell all the wonderful things of socialism and Marxism type stuff, going into communism, right? Straight up like this, with these type of people here. Because a lot of these guys are very, very educated. They went to, as far as university, got the degree and all that. And they think they're smarter and better than the American people, right? And, again, he's people like this dude here, Hassan Piker. He's looked down on people that don't have an education, There's people out here that got real smarts, man. We talking about street smarts and real education, man. You know what I'm saying? Not this type of crap that's up in these universities and stuff where they want you to sing like a parrot and repeat this stuff. That's not education. Real education, which is, in other words, real education means that the teacher or the instructor will ask you a series of questions and stuff and see what you know instead of the other way around. That's not real education. But Hassan Piker and this is your DSA right here. And he's and wasn't he under investigation, right? They've been investigating this guy. Didn't he meet over there in Cuba, right? That's one of the training camps for a socialist commie. You go to Cuba, just like Big Mouth Karen Bass and a lot of other ones. You go to China or Cuba, right? That's where you learn this stuff, right? Well, I tell you, look at this.
That is what we care about.
Francesca Hong, who is the Democratic Socialists of America supported candidate for governor. You haven't endorsed?
Yes, Francesca Hong too, Hong Kong Fooey. #1 super guy. Hong Kong Fooey. Smarter than a human fly, Oh, my goodness, boy. Don't get me started with Hong Kong Fooey, man. Francesca Hong Kong Fooey, boy. I tell you, man. Luckily, we got her ass up on out of there, man, because, like she said, she's a strong, right? Strong with the DSA, not with the force, but strong with the DSA, man. You know what I'm saying? So, therefore, we don't need these people trying to grow legs over here. They're no good. Their policies are no good. They're trying to take over America. And we got her number 2, Francesca Hong.
Are you going to?
No, I haven't endorsed in that race. My focus.
What the? Another DSA. Democrat Socialists is what we already know, AOC.
Has been in winning back the Congress, winning back the House, and
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. There it is. Oh my goodness.
Positioning ourselves to have the best chance possible to win the Senate. So I've been focused on those legislative races.
What do you make of this?
These races ultimately are local, and all politics are local. My understanding is...
One thing about it is a heaven sent, though. Can you imagine, though? Man, I would love to get in that arena on a debate, man, and mop the floor with her, off their own policies, man. It's like her and Kamala Harris. We can go with all of them, though. Put Hassan Piker, put them all in the ring, though. Mondami, right? Abdul El Saeed, put them all in there, All of them came on board from Bernie Sanders. Bernie is an old school, for real, commie. Boy, I tell you, look at this.
Is that Francesca Hong has made clear her present stances to her electorate.
Yeah, she's moved away from a lot of that.
Right, she's moved away from it. And I have...
You don't move away from what you are. Just like Abdul El Saeed, you don't move away from what you are. They meant about defunding the police. They meant about the military, too. They meant about taking over... our Constitution and everything, right? They meant about packing the court, Supreme Court, right? Putting their radical people in there, changing things around. They want to take and make sure that instead of the 3 branches of government, it's going to be 2 branches of government, right? Soon to be 1 branch of government is what they want to do. This is what the founder and father stood up for and against. This is what made America great. We had 3 branches of government, not 4 and 5, 3, right? Look at this, same again. Let's run it down. How many of the branches, what are they? We got the executive branch, judicial, right? And we also have the last one, right? What's the other? Legislative, that's it. So we got 3 of them, right? These are the 3 branches of government, legislative, executive, and judicial. That's what we have, right? These 3 branches of government, right? And how it governs, checks and balances with each other. But what the radical left want to do, they want to get rid of that, right? They want to change this stuff because really they want to get rid of the Constitution. They want to get rid of the Electoral College, right? They want to get rid of the filibuster, right? Permanently, right? So the popular vote and what matters the most, you got people that are dictators, right? And these people, I don't know about AOC being highly educated. I don't know why they even picked AOC. AOC is, Hassan Piker, you look at his background and see what type of education he has, right? Mondami and, what's his name? Abdul El Saeed. He has a doctorate degree, right? If you look at it, a doctorate degree, ladies and gentlemen. And there's many more of them. These people are highly educated. They're no dummies, right? But they're pushing this DSA stuff because we already know what the end game is. I already told you. You already know it for those that don't know. A lot of smart people in this room, right, that know what is going on for real, Look at it. boy, I always wonder, boy, what is the deal? You know, I mean, her, Kamala Harris. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I don't believe Kamala Harris as being this attorney. We've never seen her get down, and never seen her with case law and in the court system. Have any of y'all ever seen Kamala Harris get down in the court system, in the courtroom? Usually, when you have a lawyer, right? I mean, it's really, really strange how they put her together. I don't think she took the bar exam. I think somebody did it with the help of Willie Brown. It's just my own opinion now. I mean, I think that he had a lot to do with it, or somebody probably paid to have it done, because I can't see her. Can y'all see Kamala Harris passing the bar exam? She's not bright. You know what I'm saying? At all. Her parents were smart, though. Her mother and her father, they were also socialist, right? They hated America, right? They taught her girls how to hate America, right? And I can see why Kamala Harris in there. They don't like America.
Local city councilman that has this saying woke one was crazy.
Woke one was crazy. Okay, that's
and I think that what's important is that we have to.
Everybody gets mad at this, but like, what is the what? I think I was gonna get into the woke one versus woke two distinction and stuff like.
Yeah, this is the stuff that they're trying to push, ladies and gentlemen. And this guy is a piece of work, Hassan Piker, man. This guy's a piece of work, man. He come off like he's so smart. He's just so intelligent, right? If he was that intelligent, though, you know, in things, here's the thing about it. Trump is still whooping them in the polls, right? We're in a whole different situation. Trump ran on common sense and logic. These guys over here trying to tell American people what's best for them. You forget that you still got Generation Xers and baby boomers that really know what socialism is. That means that I'm going to take money out of somebody else's pocket and say that it's better for the American people, right? And that's what they're going to be doing. Taking businesses away, taking other types of resources away, where they're going to control it. Because we know that it comes off the back of capitalism anyway. Without capitalism, communism is going to fall apart eventually. Because once the money resource dries up, and this is why people start turning on the monarchy or turning on people in government, you're going to have coups coming up and all kind of stuff, assassination attempts or whatever. Because people are not used to allowing a person, right, to live high off the hog while everybody else, right, is over here catching it, right? If we know in the history in the monarchy didn't last that long. They had pitchforks on them. You know what I'm saying? Barbarians at the gate for a purpose and a reason. And you listen, and for you guys that's rolling with this DSA stuff, if you listen to this dude, you know, because the majority of the people in America are capitalists. We ain't no commies, socialists. We know what these programs, right? I always said safety net should be a temporary thing. But he's trying to sell you utopia, and it doesn't exist. And you know, you think I'm going to trust this guy, Hassan Piker? Hell no. I won't trust him or any of them, man. He can't sell you anything. What did he ever do before, right? Y'all know what his line of work is for Hassan Piker? What did he do? That's what we got to ask, right? Because we already know Mondami never had a job before in his life. He's a trust fund baby. A lot of these guys come from wealth, take their children, and have high education, but they want to carry it out further. We want to take over America, and we're going to run it, and we're going to take it over through the Democrats. We're going to run them over, steamroll them over, and make all these policies. People, I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. Man, look at this dude here, man. This is terrible.
In a little bit, but like, I don't think this is the wrong assessment at all. I think controversial opinion here, but I think AOC is, you know, trying to move away from some of the more like electorally not great positions of the national platform, especially because this is a moment where it is virtually impossible in a contentious media environment to describe like police abolition or a prison abolition as as a North Star,
Yeah, he already saying it because they want to get rid of the prison systems. They want open borders, right? These are the things that they believe in, right? They think that they can be able to go in and take over private business or whatever. It should be state control or government control ran, right? You got the store over there already. How well is that going so far over here in New York? Everything you need to know about socialism, just look at New York and look at the policies. You're going to pull them up. Look at this. And they trying to soft pedal this stuff, backpedal, because they know that they can't sit up here and keep running. They already messed up, right? El Said, we got to defund the police. They got him on soundbite with this. He's trying to push back. You can't distance yourself for what you are. You still a DSA member, right? We know that Bernie brought you in here, just like he brought AOC in here. He brought a lot of these guys in here. These are the youth that he's been grooming to take over this country. A lot of them have an education or have an educational degree, right? For real, right? Families are not poor families, man. Their families are come from wealth or middle class or whatever the case may be, right? AOC, that's another question. I don't know what they got going on with her, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because we know that she's not very educated, right? Used to be a bartender, waitress, or whatever and I'm just dumping on that. That's okay. I worked in food service before, but I don't understand what is the purpose of AOC. You know what I'm saying? Because I think her better days is long behind her now. You know, she's gotten a little older, picked up a little weight and stuff, and you know what I'm saying? They got her trying to have her look Hollywood a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man.
Idealistic goal to move in the direction of. I mean, I guess she could say that, right? I guess she could be like, look, there's always going to be certain, constructive criticisms for any platform. DSA National is an organization that democratically votes on a national program, a program and a platform that they want to move in the direction of. I think one of the biggest problems of the Democratic Party is that we are lacking a vision, right? We're lacking a bold vision. Let's be real. Regardless of my disagreements, you can't argue that the DSA's platform is bold for far too.
Don't even try it. See how Hassan Piker, you are DSA. You're trying to soft pedal as well too. No, you can't soft pedal. You are what you are. You gonna think that I don't believe that Hassan Piker is a DSA? He's DSA. AOC is DSA. What's his name? Abdul El Said is DSA, right? Look at it. Look at Mondummy, DSA. He's showing you he's DSA, right? Bernie himself and many more DSA commies. Let's call them for what they really are. These are commies, and there's more of them. Francesca Hong is DSA commie, right? What about Chevalier? DSA commie. We go right down the list. All the commies, right? The commies are coming. The commies are coming. Boy, I tell you, man. Boy. Yeah, so that's the thing about it, though, man. Well, I'm going to have to do my public service announcement, man. I'm not going to pull out the air raids, man. Not the airplane, but the air raids, man. Where's my air raids at, man? Oh, my goodness, man. Hold on for a minute. Do I have my air raid? Hold on for a minute, guys. Because it sounds like we may have to put out, there it is, right here, though. Calling it out. Oh, my goodness, guys. Boy, I tell you, the country is being taken over by the DSA. Boy, and that is the Democratic Socialists of America, right? That hide under socialism and Marxism, but the ultimate goal is communism, man. I tell you, man, commie. Boy, gotta say it. Oh, boy. There you go. I gotta call it, though. Gotta put that air raid out, man. Whoa, boy. I tell you, man, this is some bad stuff here. But we are prevailing, though. We cannot allow this stuff to happen, man. We just cannot. Here it is, Francesca Hong, Not Francesca Hong Kong Fooey. Let me get
I think like police abolition.
talking about defunding the police. What she said, once again, I'm not running to defund the police. She tried to backtrack pedal. She was a strong advocate about defunding the police, right? She was a strong advocate about getting rid of the prison systems and knocking down those borders, right? Bringing in illegals, bringing them all in, right? Boy, I tell you. What about the military? Here it is. My administration will prioritize public safety and justice for victims, right? Victims. Who is the victims you're talking about? Are you talking about illegals? See? If you want to talk about who's actually defunding police and safety, start with who? What'd you say? Start with who?
The governor is not something that is in the cards for me.
Scott Walker.
Anyway, so a lot of people, I think, looked at what she was saying as like running away from the ultimate goals of Black Lives Matter. And I don't think that's...
Yeah, the whole Black Lives Matters was a scam and a sham too. Black folks didn't benefit off of Black Lives Matters. That was just an organization that was started by three black women, right? I'm going to be nice, but 3 black women. Patrice Cullors and all the rest of them, right? It was a movement that was financed by who? Soros. We already know. He was the main backer. That whole radical movement, man, and the damage that it caused across American soil, man. Look at what ended up happening. It was trying to tear down statues, desecrating stuff, vandalism, breaking. Remember that with that whole George Floyd thing, man? It was a horrible, ladies and gentlemen. It was horrible, man. It was an angry mobs in the street, you know, talking about social justice. I never seen them in the hood. Well, all this black on black killing, I ain't seen one BLM member ever in Detroit. Well, we needed y'all the most. You didn't show up. You showed up on these orchestrated, strategic things trying to push policy. Boy, it was horrible. Y'all remember that back, man? It was horrible. Horrible. Boy, I tell you, man. Boy, but let me see here. Here's AOC here. Hold on for a minute.
I don't see what she said as that at all, especially...
Let me see here. I
think AOC is too woke. I've talked about this before. I think one of her weaknesses is, ironically, that she is too, like, academically woke. She leans into the woke scold stuff maybe a little too much. She originally was...
All of y'all are bold. And you can't draw the, you know, like I said, trying to split the pair. Nope. All of y'all are bad. We know who you all are for real, for real. Now they're trying to put the mask back on. You done already took the mask off. The DSA, we already know what you represent and about, right? And this is why we stopping you, right? You're going to get tore up in that debate, you know, because all they're going to do is they're going to hold y'all feet to the flame when it come down to the debate. Because these, I done went over this so many times with the DSA and their core belief systems, right? Matter of fact, let me do this before I get on out of here. Hold on for a minute. I already know what we got to do, right? But before I do, hold on for one moment, ladies and gentlemen. I got to take care of something. Hold on for one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, me take care of something. Hold on for a minute. Got to take care of something. I knew it was something I got to do. Hold on for a minute. I'll be right back. After these messages, I'll be right back. Yeah, I know what that's from.
Who was mad about Bernie going on Joe Rogan, right? We were at odds with her at the time. So that's not, I don't think she's saying like racial justice and LGBTQ. That's crazy. I think when you say, oh, woke one was a little crazy, we got a little out of hand or whatever, we were looking for real solutions, and maybe people were very excited at the time to take on certain positions. When I say that, I mean rad-lib tendencies, a lot of which still haunt me, a lot of which people associate with me on the internet. People think I'm the king of woke 1.0, that I was Mr. Radlib, right? I never was. I have a pretty open mind to unlimited progress, but I also understand how people operate. Like I never did the Latinx thing. I never did the folks with an X thing, right? Like, but I don't disparage people who did. I understand that they were trying to be as empathetic as possible. But ultimately, these sorts of things they're inconsequential, right? I think they're inconsequential. I don't think it shows that you're like a bad person or silly or ridiculous, and you should be punished for doing that. Like, who gives a whatever, dude? That's my opinion on this. But I think when people talk about woke 1.0 versus 2.0, I think that's mostly what like people like AOC are referencing, where it's like, you know, we tried a bunch of things. Some of it was, a little bit annoying, and that's it. And I would still far prefer a little bit annoying on the empathetic side to whatever the unlimited neo-Nazi is going on right now, right? But we also have to be, because we're marketing our positions, right? This is something that I stress all the time. Like this is if you want to build a mass movement, you got to speak like the masses, you got to speak to the masses, and you got to be where they're at, and you got to lend a helping hand, right? And a part of that is also not leaning into certain inventions of academic circles when you're communicating. I think Abdul does a very good job at this. I think Bernie has always done a very good job at this, even though on the other side, Bernie has also sometimes come across as like not being as invested in black issues, which is very important for American politics, not just to like win Democratic elections, but just important in general. So I'm a little bit of a centrist on this woke stuff in many respects. I'm a little bit, the reason why I'm using Latinx as an example is because it's an easily identifiable one that pretty much everyone now recognizes was like a little too performative. Can we say that? Can we say it was a little too performative? Because I always saw it as such. But I would never disparage Amy Goodman, who used Latinx. And I think she still might use Latinx. I have respect for the elders. I have respect for the people who are kind people, empathetic people who are...
All right, guys. That's enough. I just wanted to... for some of you guys, I know a lot of people know who Hassan Piker. Some people don't even know who this guy is, but this is the type of rhetoric and nonsense he's trying to soft pedal. They all been told by Bernie, don't stay away from defunding and all this other kind of stuff, though, because they already know the words drop in the polls, though. And it's already too late, though. They already let the cat out the bag, though. You gotta be crazy to think, oh yeah, we're not about that. We're not about and when it come down to DSA stuff, we just want to, you're gonna always try to dress it up, man, for what it really is. Hold on for a minute. Let me do this here too. All right, so let me go over my notes here a little bit. Hold on for a minute. Let me see here. Where's my notes at? Where my notes? Okay. Got Trump. Let me see here. Go back one. Okay, there it is. All right. Let me see here. Got my little list of things though too here. Where my notes at? Where my notes? Let me see here. Let me see here. No, Mandami, Boot, China. I think this is it right here. I think this is it. All right, you guys can see it. This right here is the, let me make it a little enlarge here. Here it is right here. The core beliefs of the DSA. Here's the 10 points right here. Number one, capitalist, right, is the root problem. Private ownership of major industries, banks, housing, creates inequality, right? Here it is. This is it right here. Number two, public, social, and ownership of key sectors. We're talking about major industries, energy, healthcare, housing, finances, all this type of stuff, right? Is democratic, public, or worker control, not pure free market private ownership. Number 3, strong redistribution of wealth. This is what they love. Heavy progressive taxes on high income wealth and corporations. Expand social programs funded by taxing the rich, which all you're going to do is have them to run. They just been running over to red states, right? They act as if they are blue throughout the United States, which is not the case at all, thanks to Donald J. Trump and the Patriots, boy, I tell you. Ain't that a beautiful thing, right? What about number 4, healthcare, housing, and education as rights? Medicaid, right, for all single. You guys remember this. They did this in the black community. Blacks had to wait longer lines. It's I mean, we got a place called Sinai Grace Hospital in Detroit. This is one of the worst, and this is in the so-called black community. Man, it is horrible over there. People die in these hospitals, and you guys got hospitals that are in the city, within the urban city, that are ran horribly, right? Long wait times and all this other stuff. Total incompetence. This is what you have, right? Boy, I tell you, man, workers' power and unions. They talking about strengthening unions. They're still trying to run on the old school Democrats thing, right? Talking about support strikes, pushing workplace democracy, right? Which is nothing more than mob rules, and eventually give workers more control over the product, which once again is going to run the corporations out of there, right? The Green New Deal, scam, scam, scam. That's all you need to know. There's no such thing as this climate thing that they're talking about. This was nothing more than a money grab for them. There's nothing wrong with fossil fuel. We've been burning fossil fuel for over 150 years. We still ain't had the problems that they're talking about. It's the end of the world, right? What about abortion? They ran this on the black community. Do y'all know the number 1 killer in the black community is abortion? They abort their babies by the millions and millions, man. This is sad. Planned Parenthood and all that. And this is what they've been pushing for the rest. Look at this. Sharp reduction of private landlord power. They're talking about, like they did in New York, they're talking about taking it away. We're gonna take these businesses away, which is anti-American. Capitalist, right? With land, talking about taking it away. How does that happen, right? Boy, I tell you, man. What about the international anti-imperialism, right? Strong opposition to the U.S. foreign policies, military spending, right, and alliances. We know where all this stuff is going to lead to. Because if you remember, look at what it said. Drawn on the most criticism in chapters, and leaders treat criticism of China. And China is a special hybrid because it is what? It is capitalist, it is communist when it comes down to the government. And it also have a capitalist when it comes down to businesses, where they would allow people that own businesses up to a certain amount. You cannot be a millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire in China because it's going to have a cap, right? This is what it is. And that's what they want to set up here in America. So they can go after people like Elon, any billionaire, right? And millionaires. They're millionaires, right? But it's okay for thee, but not for he. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's what this is all about. Boy, I tell you, man. Electoral strategies, mass movement, right? Run and support candidates like AOC, Bernie Sanders, Zoran Mondumi, etc., right? Inside of the Democratic Party, right? While also building independent power through protests, unions, and community organizing. The long-term goal is to transform or replace the existing system. You guys have to be mindful. You have to understand what really matters, what is really going on, right? Class struggle framing, right? Politics, right, is a primary understood as conflict between the working class and the capitalist class. Identity issues are often folded into the class analysis, but the core remains economic systematic change towards socialism, which soon to be communism, right? This is exactly what it is. So there that is. The people that I named and many more, Francesca Hong Kong Fui, she's on board with this. Mandami is on board with this, right? Abdul El Sayed is on board with this. AOC is on board with this. Chevalier, that chick, she's on board with this, and many more. Bernie, of course, he's on board with this. This was the plan in the beginning, right? The mask been off. They're trying to put the mask back on. We're going to backpedal. We didn't really mean about, defunding the police. Oh, we didn't mean about going after the military. They know those words drop down in the polls. Americans hate it. So, just like with Obamacare, right? We're going to change it to Affordable Care Act because Obama's just too harsh. It's a negative. Everything is negative. That's what they do. They always change it. But still, same old practice. Same old practice, though. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are already cooked their butt, as we always do. Kick they behind. Cook they behind, right? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't have it up on my other thing. I had it on my... But that's okay. Y'all heard it. I just read what you heard anyway. It's all good. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to look in the chat one more time and get ready to head on out. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, man, you guys have been great coming in here, man, and supporting your brother, man, and things like that. Well, there she go. Angela, the child of God. Boy, I ain't seen you in a while, though. I called you out earlier. There she go. Let me give her a little.
So you get
Hold on, I'm
nothing.
Sorry about that.
You lose. Good day, sir.
That's not for you, Angela, child of God. Hold on for a minute. I hit the wrong thing. Hold on for a minute. That's for Angela, the child of God, boy. Go ahead, Angela. Now, I ain't seen you in here in a while, boy. I was calling looking for you, Yep, looking for you, man. Welcome in here, boy. I hit the wrong button. Boy, no notification. Tony, you ain't getting no notifications by me? Uh-oh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all I got to say is YouTube will be YouTube, other than, because I know you guys ring that bell when I go live for the most part. We got Bud Russell in here. Hold on for a minute. Let me go ahead and Bud Russell. We got Bud Russell in here. Bud Russell, man. I appreciate you, though. Appreciate you showing up and stuff like that. I ain't seen Happy Mac in a while. I'm still remembering people. I'm always remember some of my, diehards. We got Denise Farmer. Hold on for a minute. We got Denise Farmer, the beautiful Denise Farmer in the house, though, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a round of applause, though, as well. We all the child of God, Yeah, Bud Russell said Hassan needs to go away. Yeah, I know. But this is I'm going to tell you guys, this is their champion right now for the DSA. He's out on top. He may be trying to run for president. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's what the plan may be for him running for president, man. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all, I'm just saying, though, Boy, I tell you. Let me see, who really watches Hassan Piker? You got people on the left that does. Is he facing prison? Yeah, he's under investigation, though. We'll see what ended up happening and stuff like that, because he was over there conspiring over there in Cuba, I do believe. And I think, what's the guy's name? What's his name? Singh, Neville Singh. Yeah, I think he had a private gas. It was they flew him and some other people over there to Cuba, because that's where they learned the socialist stuff, the commie stuff. They learned it over there. He went over there. That's why they were investigating him. He was all panicked out. Oh, why they investigating me? Yeah. So yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah. Somebody put down here Luciferians. Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. That's what these people are, Luciferians, Boy, I tell you, hard right V's, Angela Child of God, are technically two streams. You have to find the other one. Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, I know I got vertical and landscape or whatever, All right, but yeah, let's see here. But yeah, it's been all good though, man. We've been cooking some of these people. I've been doing light cooking today though, Just kind of heating some stuff up on the grill that we kind of went over already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, we got this fool that come back in on my chat. What does he call himself? The zinc roofer? What the hell does that mean? You act like you're smarter than me, huh? Right? If you were so smart, you should have your own thing going on, though. If you were so smart, because if you align with people like Hassan Piker and all this other stuff, let me tell you, you know what? You could take your high-class education and shove it up to the spot where the sun don't shine, as far as I'm concerned. Your paper, your degree means nothing here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. And that's for anyone else that want to show their degree and try to make it sound like you better than, you know what I'm saying? I kick your behind on an off day with my views than anything else though, That's all that is, right? Because all you need is the facts to battle and debate these clowns though. And I remember him before though, If I had a rusty shaver, I would shave that nasty beard off your face. Blood and all, Go to work, boy, with no, I wouldn't even use any other barber saw or the other one, Gillette, with no shaving cream at all. We're going straight raw, right? That's what we gonna do. Oh, man, boy, Russell says he's a Hamas supporter. Yeah, all of them, though. Yeah, he support Hamas. They didn't back around. Who else support Hamas? Yeah. Abdul El Said support Hamas. My dummy support Hamas. That's why they never thumbed it down. They even tried to ask him, They even tried to ask him. They tried to corner him, ask him. And he backpedaled and shied away from answering that question. Which one of them say that they were happy that 9/11 happened? Was one of these clowns that was happy that 9/11 happened? Y'all remember that? Yeah. And what you saying here, though, Zinc, is simply not true. The majority of the people that voted for Trump didn't believe it at all. That's another hit piece smear campaign trying to hurt Trump. And you ain't working, it ain't working at all. As much as Trump have done for this country, and nobody have taken a bullet for this country but Trump, right? That's the thing. How you like them apples, We got the baddest and the greatest president ever. And for you to be able to come up here and talk about this, boy, I tell you, this guy may need some zinc in his diet, man. I tell you. Boy, who needs him? But at any event, guys, I got to get on out of here. It's been good, man, talking to you guys. It's almost at 3 hours doing this stuff, man. We had a great time, though, We had a great time today. We even had Child of God that showed up. Denise Farmer, boy, I tell you, man. Black Guy 9, Jason Beatrice, Bud Russell, right? Who else did we have? Coconuts Are Real showed up, man. Salty Savage showed up. Boy, I tell you, man, the list goes on and on and on. We're going to have our membership, private membership, where you better come in the room and stuff. And we're going to be able to have our own time. I'm thinking about doing it tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow should be pretty good. Yeah, I think we should do that. Have a private thing, though, and, just kind of hang out, And Zinc, you may want to get yourself a membership on the channel, man. Maybe you'll learn something, Maybe you'll learn something and things like that. Because that liberal camp ain't teaching you nothing but how to be a dummy and how to be a victim. We learn enough of that in the black community. It's because of you guys, right? With your high skill, with your high level education and stuff like that. Too bad it didn't work for you, though. It's just trying to F this country up and actually in the black community, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not listening to what none of these commies have to say and things like that. We finally got school choices now. Done away from the government, the Department of Education. Trump took that away, right? You know, state rights and all that stuff is what the parents have right now, thanks to Trump. There's a lot of other things, though, too, you know. Yeah, Euro. I meant to tell you that, Euro the Traveler, he reached out to me on the email. I told him we're going to set something up where I'm more than likely to be on his show. I'm going to get on his show and stuff like that just to let y'all know. And therefore, I got to set it up. It just reminded me of Euro. Euro the Traveler, man. So, yep. So other than that, though, I'm going to reach out him tomorrow and set something up where I can be on that show, be doing another collaboration, man. Ain't that something? That'd be a beautiful thing, though. Salty Savage says, good night, random guy, black guy, coconuts, Dakota. Yeah, Dakota as well, too. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for showing up and showing out, man. And like I said, man, more you guys that are on here. I remember one time I used to be bombarded with these hatred people, these wretched, vile people that hate America. Now it's evening out, man. Y'all been holding y'all own down in here, battling these fools that come up in here and stuff like that. So, and as the channel grow more and more and more, it's going to get better, better, and better, you know. But let me go ahead on. I got to get back to work. But other than that, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow, man, and stuff. We got to get Texas Jane back in here. I know she over here trolling these other chat rooms. So check Texas Jane if you hear me, though, you know. I want to see you over here tomorrow, too. Yep. And you got a membership, too. Come on, Texas Jane. I got to see you, though, you know. Other than that, you guys take care. I'm going to go ahead on and put up, let me see here. We'll go ahead and put this up here. Get this guy off, man. Get this clown out of here, man. Yeah, ain't going to be no commies, man. Nope, we're going to get these commies out of here. I don't even mind rocking with no commie. You know what I'm saying? Get them out of it. Get them off that page here, man. Yep. Get them out. Let me see here. I'm going to go with the Star Spangled Banner. Copyright free. And the person that's singing this, boy, Ashley LaRue. Yep. She got a beautiful voice. And I just love it, though, guys. I just love it, though. She just have a beautiful voice. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all, man, all my members and stuff. I just go right down and list on my membership thing, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow. All y'all members, look at those MAGA caps in here. Zink, you like those MAGA caps? Look at those MAGA caps, Zink. Yep, just vast in it, right? Boy, I tell you, man. But other than that, though, man, I'm going to get ready to head out of here, man. Angela, the child of God, has returned, man. That's what's up. Yep, Denise Farmer, you know, that's what's it. We got a lot of conservative women. No Tanya Zimmer today, but that's okay. She might be busy with her family. It's probably too late for her right now, you know. Got to put those kids to bed. All right, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's all good, though, you know. I enjoyed you. All right. And let me go ahead on and do this. And I see you too. Yeah, Bernie. I appreciate you, Bernie, as well. Yeah. No Bernie Sanders, ladies and gentlemen. The better Bernie. Yep. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and play that here. And I got to get on out, man. But you guys been great, man. I really appreciate you. All right. So let's go ahead and do this here. Turn it off here. And make sure you guys stand. I got to stand. Make sure you stand for the Star Spangled Banner. You know, for recognizing all our troops that have defended this country, this great nation that we call America. You know, we have the red, white, and blue, you know, the land of the free and the home of the brave, man. The Second Amendment rights, man. Man, I tell you, man. Boy, that is what's up, ain't it? Boy, you get a little misty. I appreciate the gold coin there, Angela. Boy, let me tell you. Let me go ahead and put that little money sound down there, you know. There we go. Boy, I tell you, man, ain't that something? Yep, I appreciate you, Angela. Boy, the child of God, I love saying it. Angela, the child of God. Boy, I tell you, man, ain't that something? But yeah, boy, I'll see y'all all tomorrow, man, you know. Boy, God loves you. Boy, God loves you. Ain't that something? That's a beautiful thing. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead on and play it, though, you know. Here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Hold on for one moment. I got to say one more thing. I seen Dark City come in there with that little slick disc. He said, F you, Trump. Now, you entitled for what you have to say before I go for real, for real. But like it is, your party is finished. Just look at the ghettos in the black community, right? Where we already went over this already before. If you want to get a look at socialism and what it looked like, look into the black ghettos, right? Black neighborhoods, high crime and violence, right? Oh, my goodness. And I already talked about this already. So this is my retort back to what you talk about. At least you got a man here that's doing something about fixing America. All your presidents before Trump fell on the job. They didn't give a damn about the black community, let alone America. I had to get that off before I go, right? Anytime, any day. You want to talk about and debate policies? Boy, you want to talk about and debate policies? How about that? The socialists have always been here. They were the demo KKK rats. They were the ones that did the manufacturing racism. We went over this already. Dark City, you should know better. So when you okay to say what you want to say about Trump. You ain't got to love Trump. But one thing about it, many people do. And this is why we would never, ever allow a demo rat socialist, let alone all, because they're all socialists, right? Commies, ever in power ever again. So bucker up, buttercup, because we're taking when the midterms, November the 4th, we're going to take the House, the Senate, and everything else. The House and the Senate belongs to the patriots of this country, in which is America. We are the greatest nation on earth, right? There that is. And I appreciate you guys, though. Normally I don't do this, but I just let it play off. But, he'll be back tomorrow, though, and we're going to discuss policy again. We're going to keep talking about it, right? And I appreciate you guys. Y'all all have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Stay prayed up. Pray for the president. Pray for the nation, right? Right? We are the nation. Pray for every citizen of America, right? World peace. That's what we need. Peace, be still. Peace, be still. Amen. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. right? I am out. Yeah, my thing. It's supposed to be on cue. Okay, I'm out. There we go. Mm-hmm. You said Cornelius from the Planet of the Apes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's a good work, Black Guy 9, man. God darn it. I'm about to... Oh, my goodness. Planet of the Apes. Oh, my goodness. I'm out.